Welcome to the Tabletop Empire Dark Underworld, episode 13. My name is Nate. I'm the game master here. This episode is powered by RPGsessions.com. You can put that URL up in your browser up above or click the link down below. It'll take you to the best Star Wars RPG virtual tabletop that you could possibly find. It's the only one made specifically for the Star Wars narrative dice system. You can also check the card in the corner to learn how to set up your very own game. I have a whole video that's like 30 minutes long explaining literally everything you could ever want to know about how to set it up. A huge thanks as well to our Patreon Council members, Asachman, Nathan Gervais, Logan Williams, J Danger, AD7, Brian Douglas, and Cato of Borg. You guys are incredibly helpful with keeping the ongoing costs of the channel and the show. So thank you so much. So we kind of triggered Keenan's obligation for last session and never really got to it,
and then didn't do it.
So it's still ongoing at the moment for this session too. But we need to roll Destiny tokens. While we do that, I'm gonna go over our XP spent summary. So Faye bought a 4C Force Talent, Mott saved, Ragro saved, and Keenan bought the skill Commanding Presence. Okay, light side Destiny token, dark side Destiny token, dark side Destiny token, double light and dark. So we have 3 and 3. That's a nice little.
Jeff, you saved our butt.
Thanks, Jeff.
Light. Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Shay's force just inspired me to have 2 whites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, where we ended off last session, you guys had just had your fateful meeting with the Pykes, where you got an assignment to help with a secret shipment delivery the following night. You guys head back to the headquarters, where Shay would like to told me, the GM, that she'd like to share some stuff with the group.
Yeah, she would have said it to the guys too. She would have been like, we need to talk, but we need to do it at the base. So, yeah.
Okay.
So once they get back, she kind of just like makes sure everyone's listening and is like, all right, okay. We need to not do this.
What? The date with Chibo?
No, I don't care about that.
That's still going on. Okay, good.
The guarding of the box things for the Pykes. Well, when I hacked in, I found out they're explosives for sure.
Yeah, in the box.
No, not that box. The big box that we're protecting for the Pykes.
Yes.
The delivery.
The big box, yes.
It's an explosive. A really, really big explosive. Like sneeze wrong and we all die explosive.
Okay, so he holds up a box of thermal detonators. He's like,
No, you don't understand. It's going to go wrong. I know it's going to go wrong. Don't ask me why I know it's going to go wrong. It just is.
I mean, part of our job is to make sure it doesn't go wrong, so...
It's going to.
We're highly skilled individuals with a variety of skill sets perfectly suited for this exact situation. I highly doubt anything's gonna go wrong, especially considering they have how many other people there who are all just there to make sure this box does not go off and gets to be used by them at a later date for something horrible.
Mott, can I talk to you for a second? Just you.
Oh, yeah, I got time.
You guys wait. I'll be right back.
Ragro, don't let anyone touch this box.
We don't... Oh, it's this one.
Yeah. Not yet.
The other explodey box, yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. She kind of like takes Mott in her workshop. Okay. I didn't know when or if I was going to tell you about this because I didn't know how it would work or if I needed to. You know the lady that we killed, the evil lady from the farm?
Yeah.
You know how she shot something in her neck before she died? She didn't even get a chance to use it?
Yeah.
Found an extra one of those. And I used it because I was like, I don't even know if it works, so let's find out. I didn't want anyone else trying it because at least I can heal myself most of the time. I found out I think I know what it was. I don't know what it was, actually. Okay. It had to do with your friend, and so I wanted to tell you first before telling the others.
What do you mean? What do you mean it had to do with my friend? It's
the vial that they took from me.
Sorry, what do you mean it's the vial they took from me?
I don't know. I don't know more about it.
Well, can I see it?
I have the empty vial somewhere. It's upstairs.
What do you mean the empty vial? I'm sorry. Shay, what are you saying?
It was a vial of fluid. It's the same thing that she injected herself with. I only read a little bit about it, but I thought it had to do with force sensitivity, and I just wanted to try it. And so when I found one when we were leaving, I used it. Well, not right then. I used it later.
I'm sorry. I'm trying real hard here to track with you right now. You found a vial that you say looks like the one that Morgan So used while we were fighting her. That did nothing to her whatsoever.
Right.
And
That's why
instead of telling me, you just shot it. Do you have a problem? I don't
No,
care if you're doing drugs, but I'd like to have known about this one ahead of time.
I studied first. I looked into the paperwork that was surrounding it in the first place. Has something to do with the Force, but I didn't even believe in that stuff. So I didn't know if it would actually work. The last couple of weeks I've been studying into all of that mysticism of it, and I didn't know if it would work. I know I
tell me.
I didn't think you'd let me.
No, you know what? No, I think we're done.
Mott, I told you first because I wanted you to know.
No, you didn't tell me first. You took it first. You spent how many weeks studying it, and then took it, and you didn't tell me until
I didn't want to tell you if there was nothing to tell you.
Some type of weird trip, and you think that you're seeing the future? You took some random drug you found from a place where they torture people, Shay. And you say it's connected to meat somehow? You think you freaking you what? Ingested some meat? And you're sick. I'm done. I'm and he like storms out.
Can Keenan be listening to like this the whole time? Are they like in a room?
You can hear it. Yeah, you can hear it.
There's no sound suppression.
You can hear everything.
It's pretty echoing, to be fair. It's like a garage.
Especially
all you hear is what you hear everything Mott says.
Right.
Is there an exit point like that goes outside from there, or do you have to just go back through the house?
No, it's like a garage, but then it also like goes into the house.
Yeah, so he like storms, he like pushes the button for the garage to start going up, and it doesn't go up fast enough, so he just storms out through the house. He takes one of the thermal detonators, like, yeah, watch that big guy, and just leaves.
Mott
closes the garage back.
Slam.
Ragro, does he often just take thermal detonators and leave?
He walks out noticing, that's the one I gave him.
He's never actually had a thermal detonator before this, ever in his life.
Yeah.
This is the first one.
This is a new development.
He seemed
that
upset.
doesn't look good.
I still need to tell you guys what I saw. He's not going to believe me, so it doesn't matter.
And what's this about injecting yourself with some drugs?
It wasn't drugs. He just is trying to rationalize in any way he thinks he can. The vial that Morgan So used right before we killed her, it was to try to make her force sensitive. At least that's what I gathered from the paperwork. It was something they extracted from meat. I don't understand it completely. I just know it was supposed to make her force sensitive, or at least something along those lines.
Shay, are you force sensitive now?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. Is I took one of those. I've been meditating and stuff because that's what the books say to do. And the only time anything happened, I saw like something really cloudy vision of something. So in the vision, I didn't know what it was. I just saw a vision of like a big box, and then there was a really bright light. And I didn't think anything of it because I didn't know what it meant. And so I didn't say anything because I was like, oh, cool, great. I just saw weird things while I'm trying to like meditate and do all this weird mystic stuff. But then I hacked into their system while we were at the Pykes just to make sure of what we were shipping and what we're guarding. I wanted to know what it was. And the picture that came up is exactly what I saw in that vision. And the fact that it's an explosive makes me think that what I saw happening in the vision is an explosion. So that's why I don't want us to have anything to do with this.
So you've had some kind of premonition of the outcome.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know how any of this works.
It seemed like Mott was upset with this news because of maybe somehow relating to the farm. I don't know. Ragro, do you want to go catch him? Do you want me to?
I can get him.
Okay.
I don't know what I'll say to him necessarily, but
maybe start with "Don't throw that."
That's a good idea.
Okay. All right.
Ragro heads out the door following Mott.
Mm-hmm.
Shay continues to talk to Keenan. I didn't tell him first because I didn't know how to tell him. It's not that I wanted to keep it from him. It's that I didn't know how to explain what it was. I thought he would think it was mumbo jumbo and maybe keep it as a keepsake or destroy it, or I don't know, because it comes from the farm. I didn't want to risk not taking the opportunity when I didn't know how he would respond. It's also the reason why I wanted to tell him before I explained it to you guys.
I can understand that, Shay. I can see how Mott might take some offense to this, but force sensitivity through an injection.
I don't know. I haven't. Nothing else has happened. It's just that one thing that happened once.
And now we need to find out if these premonitions, these visions that you're receiving, I mean, are all force visions true? Do they always come about?
No, I don't know how it works. I don't know what I'm doing. I've been studying for the last 2 weeks trying to figure out anything about the force and how it works, but most of what I read has to do with Jedis and masters, and I don't know anyone like that, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, we can't not go. You heard the Pykes. We fail on this, and we'll have more bounties on our head than we could count.
But is it worth dying for?
Well, unless we stop it somehow. Did you see anything else in your vision? Any indication? Was it set? Was it?
It was very cloudy. The vision is very hazy. It's hard to even tell. I didn't even know what I was looking at until I saw a picture of it.
Here.
It's one of those things where
you
remember something later and then you deja vu it. It feels like that.
Sit down on the couch. Here, so go ahead and sit down. You say you've been meditating. What if you try a little bit harder? Do you want me to encourage you?
I feel like you would just be distracting.
Okay. What's do we have anything calming in the kitchen? Maybe some.
I don't think calming I can try to do it again if that's what you're asking.
Try again. Maybe something will come of it. Maybe. And Keenan kind of sits across from her and just kind of sits there and looks at her and watches her.
She sits there and she's like, I can't do this while you're staring at me.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so if you're going to try to use Force C, I need you to roll 1 force die. Nice. Okay, yes. So you have to. So in order to spend, you can only spend 1 dark side pip at the moment. And so the cost to spend a dark side pip is a destiny token and 1 conflict. So Shay sits onto the couch, and there is a sense of fear washing over your body, and that fear is actually kind of you can't really exactly tell this is happening, but for watching the fear is kind of manifesting itself into a forced vision where you can't really tell all that much of what's going on. You feel a strong breeze flowing through your past your face, and there appears to be sights and on either side of you blurry moving past you, and you hear a deep rumble that even though you can feel it reverberate through your body, even though the speeder's not even physically touching the ground, but you hear a and you feel it kind of your entire body just vibrate a little bit, and then the vision fades to black.
That's all I get.
Did you get something?
This is hard to explain. So again, things are fuzzy. I only pick up bits and pieces, but I could feel I was riding, I guess, a speeder, some kind of moving vehicle. You can feel it. Anyways, I heard rumbling, I guess the explosion that I assume is going to happen, but it was away from me. Not super far away, because I could still hear it and feel it, but maybe that means that it happens while we're not there.
Okay.
At least while I'm not there.
These visions are vague, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very vague. It doesn't help when I'm trying to prove the fact that I actually know what I'm talking about, because I don't know if I know what I'm talking about.
Fair enough. This actually might prove some benefit to us. Shay, this is quite fantastical.
It also feels heavy.
Does it?
I don't know how to explain that in any other way.
Maybe as you keep learning more, you can be able to do more things.
Maybe it's like a muscle. If I use it, I strengthen it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, continue trying to strengthen that muscle.
Not right now. It hurts.
Okay. Why don't you go rest? I'll stay up and wait for Ragro and Mott.
I just feel bad because I don't want Mott to be upset. I wasn't trying to hide anything from him.
Oh, you know Mott. He's hot and cold, and yes, don't worry about him. He'll come around.
I thought you were about to say yes and no.
I was singing it in my head.
Up and down.
She does actually. She gets herself a cup of tea and goes upstairs and chills.
Keenan, as he watches Shay go up, Keenan kind of reaches down and picks up one of the thermal detonators and just kind of puts it in his pocket and walks over to his room.
Yes.
Okay, sliding back. Yeah, to Mott.
He like slammed the door and immediately was just like, I'm gonna go blow it up. I'm gonna get over there. I'm gonna go blow it up. And is trying to make his way back to the farm to blow it up.
Okay.
Does not have a speeder. He does not. Like that. Clearly, that is still inside the garage. But he's not opposed to like potentially stopping somebody else to get a ride over there. Stopping somebody else. So.
Yeah, I'll say you don't see anybody else driving by. The only other life forms that you actually kind of come across at the moment are the ones that are inside of Knife Life, or the Life Knife. What did I say? Is Night Life? The Light Knife. Yeah, the Light Knife.
Yep.
Light knife. Are there any there's no speeders parked out here or anything then?
Yeah, there's a speeder parked out front.
He's literally just gonna go up to it and start trying to hotwire it with very little knowledge on how to do that, I guess.
Yep. I'm gonna say you can either take a average mechanics check or a hard skullduggery check. Your choice.
We'll take the hard skullduggery check for 100, Bob.
No. Don't do it right yet. Dang it!
One success, two
We just
threat,
got ourselves
and
a new
one
speeder,
triumph.
people.
Yes.
Can the threat be Ragro showing up?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping
Yeah,
to.
right? Yep, exactly. So the
Okay.
success is you get it to boot up and you start to drive away, and as you put your foot on the pedal to go, you think it's you accelerating with it going backwards, but it really was Ragro noticing what you're doing and hopping in the back seat. And what do you want the triumph to be?
Just I guess getting away with it. So instead of the guard, the bouncer noticing me, he's busy trying to get one of the drug peddlers to get away from the entrance. He's like, get out of here.
The one guard is
going to
get fired at some point. Got it. Yeah, nice. They're none the wiser in this governmental climate of Coruscant. Nobody's probably doing anything about it. So
perfect.
No one cares.
Awesome.
Yeah, so he's just gonna kind of he is making his way very angry. You until Ragro's presence is made known, he's just kind of muttering to himself. It's that I should have blown it up when I was there.
yeah.
Well, I guess stealing speeders is not necessarily a new thing for us.
He glances. Oh yeah. Nope. What are you doing?
I was just curious as to where you were going in a huff with a high intensity explosive device.
I'm gonna go blow something up.
I figured as much, but
what is she thinking? She could have at least asked. She's had it for how many weeks?
he sort of climbs over this chair into the front seat awkwardly, maybe accidentally kicks Mott in the head or something.
the whole car
hit him. Look, Mott, how long have we all been together at this point?
Well, a month or two? I don't know.
Yeah, not that long. And here's the thing. We're all trying to learn how to trust each other.
Hey, Jackalope, I'm driving here. Get out of the way. Yeah, you could say that again.
And part of that is knowing how to let people in. Being vulnerable with the other person.
Yeah, fair lot of good that's done me.
Well, I think you can kind of see that maybe it's because you're still a little hesitant to do so that the others are a little hesitant around you.
The others? She is the one who took stuff from my friend, or at least she claims it to be. I'll never know now. And on what? She she's shooting up random drugs? Random blood from people, maybe? What do I know? Oh yeah. Hey, Mott, I found this stuff that potentially, is made out of your buddy's blood. The only thing we have left of him. Do you want it? Would have been nice. as opposed to, wonder what happens when I put it in my arm. No, I don't know if I trust her anymore.
Would you have done the same in her position?
No, I'm not gonna put some guy's blood in my arm. That's what type of nonsense is that?
Maybe that was a bad question.
Would you?
Well, I don't think it would be out of the question.
I think it's out of the question. I don't. And he kind of like slows the vehicle down, so you're kind of like you're stopped like midair at this point. And he like looks at him. He's like, look, some type of dialogue. Maybe I don't know, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, would have been nice. Anything saying, hey, you know, I found this thing that's connected to your buddy. I'm thinking about using it. Not, hey, you know, I feel real awkward about not saying this sooner, but I've been shooting up drugs that are related to your friend, and maybe I've got force powers. Oh, yeah, so it sounds like you're just going crazy. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? You want me to stop doing the plan that we've made? For what? For her, like, weird trip that she's going on right now? Weird drug-fueled stupor where she thinks she can see the future?
Would it have been better if she didn't tell you at all?
I would have still called her crazy. You can't see the future. Yeah, this is not how that works.
I meant, we know what I was talking about, not just the visions.
I don't know. Maybe if she'd at least said something before she'd, like... I would have liked to see it. You know?
That's past
like
us at this point. We can't change that. Let's go back before we make any rash decisions.
I don't know if I'm there yet. I might just sit this one out tonight.
Right.
I don't know if
I'll still be here.
I don't know. I'm just gonna take this thing for as far as I can get it right now, and we'll maybe I won't go down any further, but we'll just drive for a little bit, huh? How about that? Just let me just.
All right, that'll be fine. He kind of like leans back, props his feet up on the front of the car. They kind of like goes over the like the visor
Over the
thing,
windshield.
like the windshield. Yeah.
Yeah, so is Mott eventually just like, what does Mott do?
He won't come back until the morning. He does not come back that night. Or hopefully the car rides out, but for the most part, he might come back on foot. But
Yeah.
yeah, he kind of just takes the speeder and drives it.
So, I'm assuming Ragro is gonna just sleep in the passenger seat, or are you gonna keep an eye on Mott?
Yeah. He's beginning to, he's drifting off in the passenger seat.
Sounds good. So the night passes. Everybody who sleeps may heal all strain. Mott, it is the wee hours of the morning, and the speeder starts to putter as it gets like up to the block where headquarters is, before finally like running out of energy. You have maybe like it's maybe like 200 feet to the headquarters when it putters, and that also wakes up Ragro. I need Mott to do a average resilience check.
That's not gonna go.
Yeah. Average.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
Four
Ooh.
threats. Okay, on the next 4 checks you do, add 1 setback dice.
Is the sun rising wee hours of the morning, or?
There's no sun, but it's
I mean,
morning.
Oh yeah.
You have a
that's
clock.
right.
That's pretty much all. That's the only
Yeah.
differentiator is the clock.
Yeah.
So you're at deep underground Coruscant.
All right, big guy, get up.
Uh,
Yeah.
You see as Ragger wakes up and you get up and you get out of the speeder, and also Shay and Keenan wake up. Shay's kind of dreading the coming morning.
Shay just comes downstairs and makes some calf.
Yeah, as always.
As always.
Yeah, and
She's a
Mott
creature of
and
habit.
Ragro, I guess, walk in the front door as you're making calf.
Did you guys just get back?
It was. Yeah.
Ragro,
Strap,
I'm gonna go to bed. I'll if you need me, I'll be upstairs.
Sounds good.
strap in, Ragro. We got a date later. Well, soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
You look at the time, and I don't think I said a specific time, but we'll say the date is in like an hour, meeting up at the same spot that you left off yesterday with them.
You ready, Ragro?
Ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Keenan
Right?
comes down and looking for the calf that Shay usually usually.
He has
brews.
one cup set out for him already.
Thank you, Shay. You know exactly what I need in the morning.
You wouldn't know what to do without me. I know.
Now, this date with Chibo.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Yes, and
Can I
and,
tase
you know,
him if he touches me?
Oh, please do.
Yeah. Good.
In fact, you've got Ragro with you, right? Ragro, you're going.
Yep.
I wouldn't go alone.
Dismemberment is a worthy, thing that you
Always
could
an option.
Just
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
I don't know Chibo very much, but I just would say don't give him anything. You're a strong Twi'lek, Shay. You know how to handle yourself.
Keenan, are you worried?
No, not at all. You'll be fine, right, Ragro? She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, do we want to just go ahead and fast forward to?
Yeah.
Okay. So an hour goes by, and in that time, you get ready with as much or little effort as.
Oh no,
Shay's-
it's just whatever she's usually wearing and just whatever
Yep.
she normally looks like. She don't
Great.
care.
Yep. Yeah, so Shay and Ragro pull up in the first.
They didn't
stolen
even
speeder.
brush Ragro's hair.
It's a stolen speeder that has some parts missing off the side as it's being remodeled.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and you see a very actually well-dressed Chibo standing in like the same exact spot he was standing in the night before.
What does a well-dressed Chibo look like?
Honestly.
He's wearing a very, very, very fancy suit.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems like it's a very expensive, nice suit.
If Shay was someone different, she would use gold digger tactics, but she is not. She don't care. Anyway, she gives him a wave as she approaches with Ragro.
Mm-hmm.
And he very, very excitedly like waves back, and he kind of like walks over. Oh, Shay! So happy to see you. Oh, you must have spent so much time getting ready this morning. You look so dazzling.
Thanks, Chibo. I like your suit. It's very
Like
fancy.
a shining jewel among the stars. Don't compare to the way you look.
Thanks, Chibo. That's very kind of you. Where were we going today, Chibo?
Oh, follow me. I have perfect spot. Oh, is Wookiee tagging along?
Yeah, he's my chaperone. Make sure I don't do anything, you know?
No. Right. Yep. Chibo's smart enough not to question Wookiee. Follow me. And so he leads you kind of around the block, and you go down this alleyway that's kind of off the beaten path of this main area that has like the casino and restaurants and stuff. And you go down this back alleyway, and there's actually like this little hole in the wall door that doesn't even have a real sign on the front. And he says, "This is a super special place.
Okay.
Only you don't advertise it. You have to know about it. Very nice." And he opens
Okay.
the door, and as the door slides open, you see a very, very formal dining area inside. It's not a canteen. It doesn't have like a bar along the full inside, but like there's a really fancy bar, and you can tell like it's all top shelf stuff. Like top
yeah.
to bottom is all top shelf, like expensive top shelf. There's like nice like small little crystal chandeliers that are like personal sized above every table.
Places like this end course.
Like really fancy marble tables and nice like silk and velvet seats. Very upscale. Right this way. And he gives you a a Rhodian smile.
I think I'm a little underdressed for this place, Chibo.
Ah, you look like shining jewel among stars. Come on in.
Okay. Ragro, don't hit your head on the
Ragnar
chandelier.
kind of like, Ragnar kind of like under his breath looks at himself. I think I'm the one who's underdressed here. Yeah,
So
he's like ducking underneath
he pulls out your chair
chandelier.
for you and lets you sit down, and then he
Plate.
he goes to a different table and pulls out a chair for Ragnar at the next table over, and then he goes and sits down at the table with you. Wookiee, you can watch from over there, yes?
That's
I think we it's the camera is still focused on them, but like off screen we hear like screeching
so
of the table being
has,
moved.
like them here, and you just see it like out of focus in the background. The Wookiee just like staring at Chibo.
that's fine. That's fine.
So, Shay, what brings you to Coruscant?
Work. What about you?
Work. We don't have to go through this whole date.
That's how it goes, though. She gives about that much information.
Yeah, I'm gonna say,
Everything one
I'm
word.
gonna say like
She's nice though.
As-
She's not mean. She's
Yeah,
polite.
yeah.
She's just not giving him much.
yeah. As the date goes on, Chibo kind of starts to explain his story a little bit of what brought him initially to Coruscant. It was to take care of his dying grandmother, and he had to find
Aw.
work to pay for her medical bills. And the only people that would hire him was the Pykes, and he actually was like really good at his job and worked his way up the Pykes.
Torturing
And
people, yeah.
even though he's very annoying and bombastic, like normally, here he seems very like kind of
Down to
somewhat
earth.
more put together than even he was in the Fountain of Ruth. And he actually seems like pretty nice after like 15-20 minutes of talking. Does Shay still just give him one word answers?
She's more inclined to be friendly with him.
Mhm.
She'll open up a little more, but she's not actually. She's doing the thing that extroverts or charismatic people are pretty good at. Also, like intelligent people are good at, of making you feel like they're giving you information when they're talking to you, but then you look back and you realize you've learned absolutely nothing.
Okay, sounds good. So this day goes on for like an hour maybe, and you order food, and you notice the prices of the food are like
Insane.
stupidly expensive. He quickly he's after you he gets the check and puts it on the table, and he like goes up to pull your chair out for you again. You begin to walk out, and he goes up to the Ragro and he's like, would you like for Chibo to pull your chair out, Wookie?
Wookie stands over,
He
chair
just
falls over.
immediately stands up and knocks the chair over or whatever. Like,
Yes. Well, we should go. Let's go. Come on. And you leave.
I can see on Ragro's table there's like 10 glasses of water or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And as you walk out the door, you can roll an easy perception check, both of you.
Okay.
Does Ragro tip?
I mean, Ragro didn't get much of anything.
Wow. So
If he
Chibo
doesn't
comes
tip,
out of this looking like the good guy, and Ragro kind of looks like the bad guy right now.
If she noticed that he didn't tip anything, she still would have left like a little bit on the table.
Yeah. So you rolled 2 success, 1 threat, and Ragnar rolled 1 advantage. I'll be nice. I'll let the advantage and threat cancel out there. So Shay overhears Chiba mutter underneath his breath, pretty much something along the lines of he actually just didn't pay the bill. And they're just leaving. And from like the food that at least that you bought and that he bought, the food alone was like 5,000 credits.
Oh, whiz.
Hey, Chibo, it was so nice of you to take me somewhere so fancy.
Oh, anything for Shay.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to afford that otherwise.
Luckily for you, Chibo, high-ranking Pyke official.
I bet.
Well, Shay, I appreciate you giving me the time. You are lovely.
Chibo, you're a nice guy. I would love to stay friends with you.
Yes, friends.
Yeah.
Friends sometimes build to more than friends. So Chibo will wait for that. In the meantime, you have a lovely day. Excited. I heard about your assignment tonight. Best of luck. You got this. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Come back so we can do second date sometime.
Okay, Chibo. And she kind of
Bye,
like
Wookie.
awkwardly
Yeah,
pats his shoulder. Like,
Yeah.
Ragro follows suit and patting his shoulder as well.
Yeah. And you head back to the house. It's maybe like a total of 2 hours since you
thank
left.
you so much, Ragro.
Yep.
I owe you. I don't care what it is. I owe you.
And Chiba actually didn't make like any like sort of
Yeah.
advancements or anything. So
To be fair, but she also had a Wookiee overlooking him, so we don't know if he would have tried something or not.
that was fair. So yeah, so what are you guys gonna do about the mission tonight? You haven't even looked at the data card yet, as far as I'm aware.
Mott's asleep.
That's the first thing that she's doing when they get back, is looking at the data card and getting the info.
Are you gonna do that with everybody around, or are you just gonna look at the data pad yourself?
I mean, with anyone that's awake, she's not waking Mott up.
well, Mott's
Please
the only
don't.
one asleep.
Yeah.
Well, then yeah.
Keenan, Shay, and Ragro gather around the table as Shay plugs in the data pad into the job card thing that Keenan was holding on to. As you open up the card with the job details, you see a location with the coordinates on floor 1313 with a late evening arrival time and instructions, like very strict instructions to not be late.
Okay.
So it also tells you that you are escorting the shipment to the following coordinates on floor 1571, making sure that no other outside groups interfere, making sure that the job actually gets done with the group that's there. And you can present this data card if asked for credentials.
Sounds almost too easy, which is what
Does it-
startles me.
Does it have a speeder? Are we using the Pyke speeder to deliver this?
You're just told to arrive.
We're not using ours. That's all I have to say.
Now, I thought there was some mention, too, that there were going to be others that were going to be guarding. Does it mention anything about anybody else?
It mentions that there's going to be 5 other crews, like small crews, working the shipment job. So you are the 6th.
Also, I forgot to mention when I was hacking the computer about figuring out that this is explosive things. I figured out when the Black Sun is being attacked.
Oh, yes. When is that?
It's also tonight, so we should probably warn them before we leave.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got time. It's the middle of the afternoon, so like we could head over there now-ish, try to get an audience.
With the Red Fang or with the Black Sun?
Black Sun.
Couldn't we just?
Do you
give
know where
them-
you don't know? I don't know if you know where the Black Sun is.
Is it the middle of the afternoon?
Yeah.
Isn't it like early morning?
I think it's like the equivalent of like 11
Yeah,
a.m. or 12 p.m.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yes,
Wouldn't
the
it be
Black
better
Sun, I
to-
don't think they just let us waltz in if we even knew where they are. What were you going to say, Rygro?
Wouldn't it be better to just give them a semi-anonymous tip?
That's fine. We know they took over the glowworm.
From the 7-pointed star, we can use our...
Exactly.
yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that way we can send a message. They took over the glowworm. We can send a message to them
Well,
from the
The
7
Red
pointed
Fang
star.
took over the glowworm.
Oh.
The Red
So
Fang
Black-
the Red Fang controls the Insomnia District.
That's right.
The Black Sun,
Black-
you don't know where they're
Black Sun originally shot up the glowworm,
They
but
did.
then the Red Fang took over.
It was originally Hut owned, actually.
Yeah, it was Hut owned, and then Black Sun attacked, and then Red Fang
Red
took
Fang
over the
came.
district. So,
Yeah.
you know,
So
it's
if we need to get a
struggle, it's
message to
struggle.
the Black Sun, that would
We
take...
need a connection.
Yes.
We could go
Well,
up to.
Anyone happen to have a
the-
connection?
No. We could go up to the light knife? Light knife?
Light knife?
Why did you name it this? I was like, nightlife's not right. Light knife, light is a word. right. So we could go up there and see if we can poke around, find some connection with the Black Sun. If we can do it fast enough, I can send B over there with a message. Literally, we can handwrite it if we want. Send a physical message and draw the star on it.
Yes, it might be nice to have something that wouldn't trace us back to us yet, like our anonymity.
Exactly. B is not traceable, I don't think.
So is that what y'all do? Y'all want to go to the light knife?
Is it noon? Is it 11 noon?
Noonish. Yeah.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be
Rag-
bumping just yet.
Yeah.
Mott would wake up around that time frame. That's
Okay.
like
You can. I told you you can
5 to
have.
6
You took
hours is
4
fine.
setback. You may only take 2 setback to your next rolls.
Okay.
So yeah, because you got a half rest. I'll say.
Then if you walk downstairs, you'd see us all sitting in the living room.
Yeah, like at this point, he kind of like the door opens. He like walks downstairs, looks at everyone, grabs the box, goes back up to his room.
Well, he seems chipper.
No.
Yeah.
It was a
think he'll-
long night.
I think he'll get over it eventually, hopefully.
He will.
I don't know.
We do need to. We do need to probably share with him a little bit of our plans here.
Yeah, Ragro, you want to go try to talk with him, tell him what's going on, and me and Keenan can try to go up to the club?
Eventually, everyone's gonna have to get used to sharing. And then he goes
Yes.
upstairs.
He trusts him! What else are we supposed to do? If I knocked on the door, he wouldn't even open!
So Ragnar goes up to the door, knocks.
Yep, door opens. He doesn't open. He's just like, what?
We have the plan all sorted out. Mostly.
I come. You can come in.
Your droid not gonna shoot him?
Oh yeah, no. The door's kind of like in the corner of the room, just like looking at the corner.
It's Blair Witching.
Makes him
The
feel at
droid
home.
is in timeout.
Yeah.
Slightly nostalgic feeling looking at the corner.
Mott is
Yeah.
like counting out the thermal detonators in the box.
You count 17 or 16.
18. It was 19. I removed it down to 18.
17. So
We
17.
count 17.
So yeah, so
Oh,
you
did
count
somebody
17.
else take one as well?
Yeah.
One
Maybe.
is missing.
Oh. Well, no. If one is missing, it should be 18 because it was at 19.
And then you took one out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but I put it
But
back.
he put the one
Oh,
back.
okay, so there's 18.
Yeah.
there's 18.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be.
Yeah, so you count 18
19.
thermal detonators. You realize if those go off, it blows up the entire base.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's like, what do you want, Ragro? I'm counting stuff. And he kind of like starts taking. He puts them all like on the table, and then starts putting them back into the box.
Is that really necessary?
2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think one's missing. 4, 5.
Yeah, you took the one.
No, not that one, Ragro. I put that one back this morning after I went to bed and laid on it.
You sure you didn't
9.
misplace
10.
it somewhere else?
No, I woke up with it in my hands. I know that one was there. I was coddling it like a small
Anyways,
babe.
that's beside the point.
14,
I
15,
need to fan out of
16,
that.
17, 18. Yeah,
So-
one of them is missing.
The hit on the Black Sun is today, around the same time as the other gig.
Ragro, are you not listening to me? One of the thermal detonators is missing.
So what? You have 18 more.
Yeah, but I spent a bunch of money on these.
That's
I bet you it was Shay. She didn't like the way I responded to this, and she took one of my stinking thermal detonators. Or she took the one that she thought was hers back. Gosh darn it. And he grabs the one that was hers, which is noticeably slightly different in like visually. And he like goes downstairs like, here, you want it back? Here. And he like tosses it.
She grabs it and is like, do not throw thermal detonators.
Could
Yeah,
have
like kinda Ragro chasing him down the stairs like, Mott, don't do this, Mott.
I didn't want it back. I have no use for a thermal detonator. We should really not keep these in the house.
Are you? Well, where's the missing one then? Because one of them is missing.
What? I didn't touch it. Why would I touch it?
Oh,
I
you should.
gave you this one. If I wanted it back, I
Yeah.
would have asked for it.
Mhm. Just like the way you wouldn't take anything else, and you tell me about, you taking my buddy's blood and putting it in your gosh darn arm. Yeah, okay, sure. If you wanted it bad so bad, you could have just asked for it. It's fine. I don't care. You want your thermal detonator back? There it is. That one's yours.
I don't want a thermal detonator. I gave it to you.
Then where's the other thermal detonator that was missing? All the new ones smell slightly grimier than the one you gave me.
She looks at Keenan.
Can Mott do like a vigilance against my cool?
Sure.
Yeah.
I get 2 setback dice. Is that it to it?
No, you get a setback dice on the
A
next 2.
setback.
I'm not trying to meta.
Okay.
She just automatically would assume if something's missing, it's Keenan.
What is?
We're gonna see how well Keenan's playing this.
What is your cool?
It's gonna be 1 red and 3 purple.
1, 2, 3. 0 success and 3 threats. She's like, what?
Keenan's playing it just like what? I didn't take anything.
She just puts the one in her hands in his lap and walks into her workshop.
Oh, sure. Now you're just gonna walk away?
Ask Keenan.
Here, Mott. Here's your grenade. And gives the one that Shay just gave him back to him.
It's a thermal detonator, Keaton. It's not a grenade. I just wanted to be open. That's it. Yeah. If you took it, tell me. Is it too hard for you to be honest about stuff? Is that it? We what? 2 months? Almost 2 months? A month and a half? Whatever it's been? And you can't say anything. He goes back up. He just pockets this one, actually. He just like puts it in his pocket. Like, is there anything to eat?
You hear Shay
Yes, of
clinking
course.
around in the workshop.
This is
Keenan looks at Ragro and just kind of shakes his head like, this is gonna be an interesting evening.
Yeah. Tell me about that. What are we doing? Look, if Shay won't be honest, at least we'll get this done. She doesn't have to come if she doesn't want to. If she thinks it's all gonna go horribly wrong, she doesn't have to show up. Then it won't go wrong.
She has like a small screwdriver. Like it wouldn't hurt if you got thrown at you. And she sticks her head out and throws it at Keenan, and then ducks back in.
Keenan tries to catch it.
Roll coordination with like 2 setbacks because it's
Okay.
small.
And she also like lobbed it. She's making sure it wouldn't actually injure him, even if it went
So in that case,
pointy-sided.
just make it an easy coordination check. But
Just
I'll
easy?
say 1 setback because you maybe weren't expecting it.
Yes. Okay. Ooh, 1 failure,
Right
2
in the eye.
advantages.
So you go to catch it, it kind of like the handle bounces off your hand and then it kind of falls to the floor, but it doesn't hurt you.
And for those 2 advantages, I mean, to me, this is kind of interesting. As I fobble it a little bit as it, is about to hit the floor, it hits like my pocket and makes this metal tink kind of sound, and then it falls on the ground.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
And
By the
then
way-
suddenly Keenan realizes like, oh, maybe do have it. And he kind of puts his hand in his pocket
hear
and
a
finds the
beep,
thermal detonator in
beep.
there.
Beep.
Excuse you, Nate.
I'm flipping 2 Dark Side Destiny tokens. Beep.
Excuse you,
Beep.
Nate.
Beep. Beep. It is coming from your hip. Beep. Beep.
I
Can she
pull
hear
it
from the
out.
other room?
Beep. Beep.
Oh
Beep.
my
Beep.
God.
I
You should
pull
turn
it
off.
out
Beep.
and
Beep.
I quickly
Beep.
turn it
Beep.
off.
Beep. Beep. Mott's standing right there, right?
No, he went to the kitchen.
Oh,
He's making
Bagger's
mud
there.
tornadoes.
Wait, where is Keenan standing?
Keenan and
like the living
Ragro are in the
area.
living room.
The
Mott's
kitchen's
standing
like
in the
right
kitchen.
there. It's like one
They
big
connect,
room
but they're not like.
downstairs.
Oh, okay. So Mott's kind of focused on making eggs. Like he's like
Okay.
upset and hungry. I'm willing to roll to see if he notices. But he's,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say it's
if
like
it's not
average.
a loud beeping sound, he might not notice it.
Do a I'll say average vigilance check with the setback. That's your second
Because
setback.
if you think about the word
Like
perception,
you already did your setback.
like how perceptive
Right.
you
This
are,
is my second
it
one.
would be passive too.
glad we're getting these failures out of the way.
You hear the sound of your thermal. You hear the sound of a thermal detonator go off. It's definitely not one that's one from your box. However, you don't know from where.
Shay?
It's in this room though. I'll say the
Keenan
advantage is in
quickly-
this room, and Shay's not in this room. She's in like the
Workshop.
workshop.
Do I know that she I could potentially she could have come back into the
Shay and
room.
turn around, and she's not in the room like directly. But you
Keenan
see Keenan and
quickly-
Ragnar standing, right? Keenan
After he
and Ragnar are
turns it
standing.
back,
Mhm.
yeah, after he turns it off and he looks over at Ragro for a second, kind of like, oh, whoops. And he'll hurry and go over to the crate because the crate's still down here, right? No, it's up in
No,
your
it's
room.
upstairs. It's in his room.
Okay.
He'll go
I'll
over to
just-
where the crate was.
He brought it upstairs to his room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I go over to where the crate was and quickly put it there and look at Ragro like,
Roll I'm gonna say stealth.
Nobody
You're
wants
trying to be-
Mott's
you're trying to be
ire.
sneaky. Yeah, roll stealth. I'm gonna
Okay.
say hard. Actually, I'm gonna say hard with a boost die because Mott wasn't necessarily looking for you. He was expecting
Okay.
Shay. But there's also
Okay.
nowhere to really hide. So it's not a long time to turn around.
Whew, 2
Very
success,
nice.
1 advantage.
Nice. Okay, nice. You managed to set the thermal detonator down.
And then I
Oh.
shout at Mott,
Mott is none the
Mott,
wiser.
I found the detonator. It's over here where the box was.
What? And he kind of hurries over.
Ragra's just gonna give you a look of like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
He's the mom.
I-
By the way, the whole time that Shay's been in there, she's been trying to create some kind of box that'll safely hold the thermal detonator so they can't get shooken around or activated accidentally.
Yeah, sure. You can
Can-
you can make a box that actually has you have the I'll say you have the materials there that you can make the little foam cutout things.
yeah,
almost.
like the
Yeah,
nice
Yeah.
inserts, right?
Yeah.
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 I'll say you have enough for a box that holds 6.
Well, she's making a few of these. Right
Okay.
now, she's just working on the one, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is going to take some time to actually make that.
Yeah.
So
I
would
just
say-
wanted to start the
advantage.
process.
You remember, you guys? I'll say now it's probably 12:30 or 1 p.m. ish.
Oh, she's just
You
waiting
have-
for the others. She said she was going to go to the light knife,
Yes.
and she was just waiting
I-
on Keenan.
I'm gonna after with that one advantage. Can I tell Mott? It's see, it was just here. No need to be upset at Shay anymore. Looks like it just maybe fell out. And
Shay
oh,
hears
yeah.
her
let's
own
just-
name and sticks her head out. What?
See, Shay, it was right over here. You didn't take it, Mott.
No, it was probably the
maybe just-
Zeltron.
Of course,
the
I
stinking
didn't take
Zeltron
it.
probably took it,
Don't
picked it up, and was
blame
like,
my
"Oh, there it is."
mercenaries when we have a
This is thermal
klepto in the room.
detonator?
She says that too much.
I
What
think
do you
it's
mean?
time we go
Who's
to the
the
light
klepto in the
knife.
room? What?
Light
The
knife.
GM
Let's
agrees.
go.
It's time to go to the
Remember
night.
when I got mad at Keenan for having an object of mine?
No.
Shay, are you ready to go to the light knife?
Yes, we're going to the light knife.
Let's go to the
Whoa,
light knife.
whoa.
You two, Mott.
What
You
do
ready?
you mean klepto in the room?
Keenan has a habit of taking things that aren't his.
I'm using my GM powers to say you have this conversation on the way to
On
the
the
light
way.
knife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Agreed.
No,
It
I
was not
vaguely
great.
remember that being not my problem.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense for you. But anyways, it just shows you that Keenan has a habit of taking things. So don't
Keenan-
blame everyone else if you don't ask Keenan first.
All right, Keenan, did you take my thermal detonator?
I think we need to focus on making sure we find someone from the Black Sun. We cannot.
Keenan,
Shay
That's not
pinches
what I
him.
asked.
Cannot.
that's not what I asked.
Shay pinches Keenan.
Ouch. Shay. Save that for Chibo. I want you guys to focus
Next time I'm stunning you.
Keenan, did you take my thermal detonator?
Okay,
Yes or
fine.
no
Maybe I
question.
did. It was just on a subconscious. Okay, it just sometimes it just happens.
Oh.
It just.
Okay. Why not? Ragro, do you want to stab me in the back? Would you like to do that, buddy? Do you want to join the group? Everyone else has. You might as well take out the Bible. Look, and he like shows his. He's like, right here, right. That's it.
Shay
You
just
gotta
keeps
put it right
walking.
there.
She's just going to the light knife. She don't care about the others.
Okay,
You walk
focus,
in
Mott.
and it's
Focus.
still just boom, 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 boom.
Already?
boom,
It's only like,
boom. Lights flashing
One.
everywhere.
what the heck?
We're
These
gonna have to
people are
talk about
always
this
going
later,
hard.
aren't we?
And
Oh, yeah,
everything,
sure.
and
Just
all
put
of a
this
sudden,
off.
all the lights like go off, and you just hear over the speakers. And now, it's time for our local band of the week. And you just hear the sound of the closest equivalent is actually it's no longer electronic music. It's almost like it's an electric guitar. And you hear like this big drum fill come in like.
All right
And the
then.
lights are now flashing to like heavy metal music.
Wait,
Star Wars
hold-
equivalent.
Is it the vocal that they have from like oh my gosh, Jedi whatever the one with Cal Kestis is, where it's that like
Who?
yeah.
That's actually called. That's a band called The Who.
I
I
love
love
them.
the Who.
It's Mongolian throat singing.
Yes. Is it
Nice.
that? Is it like that style?
No, it's actually just
Oh.
it's straight up just melodic metalcore, but in Star Wars.
Okay.
Star Wars version. Star Wars instruments and stuff. The equivalent, the Star Wars equivalent. But
Shay-
yeah,
Shay's
you
just
you look
trying to get
around
in.
and there's maybe like 10 whole people, like customers in here.
Are we
Getting
gonna
drinks
find
and
who
we're
we
dancing.
need here?
Does anyone look shady?
Do a
What are we doing here?
streetwise check.
We need to find a contact for
Um,
Black Sun.
I'm gonna
Yes.
say it's gonna be hard with 2 setback because it's kind of like flashing lights. It's hard to see and hear anything.
I can help one person with the boost because I'm tall and see over people.
And
Sure.
Nate, I'm
Can
sorry,
I
you
use
said
his boost?
Are we all
Yeah, you
checking,
gotta
or
boost.
is it just?
So 2 setback and a boost.
Gotcha.
Hard.
Woo, 3 frets.
Okay, so Keenan has told me why we're here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're there to
Can
look
I
for
was. Yeah,
Black
we're
Sun.
trying to
Like-
look for Black Sun. Yeah, Keenan.
Contacts.
You know, as you see in
We're
the
trying to
band
get
and
information
stuff.
on Black Sun.
Yeah, it's like okay, Mott, we're trying to find someone to Black Sun of Black Sun, so we can get a message to them anonymously from the 7-pointed star. That's us. We want to find someone.
Can I
Shay's,
try after watching like Shay?
Yeah, Shay's walking up and kind of like trying to ask people, but in a very not criminal underworldy way. And eventually one of the bouncers
Hey.
comes up to Shay and is like, "Hey, you're bothering the customers. You either need to buy drinks or leave."
She walks up to the bartender and buys a drink.
Yeah.
Sits there about to talk to them, but not yet.
3 failures, 2 advantages.
You're worse than I am.
Not any better.
So you go up to somebody that Ragor points out, and you're like,
Wait, why do you?
"How do you
Sorry, why
ask
do you have
them if
2?
they know the Black Sun?"
I'm gonna pull out a thermal detonator. I.
Oh dear.
He just pulls out the thermal detonator and is like, Black Sun, now. And I'd
And
like,
this
can I use my
guy-
2 advantages to be
Yeah,
that I
the-
clear out most of the people in the room by doing that?
I'm gonna say for the that seems like a lot for the 2 advantages.
There were only 10 people.
There are only 10 people. I'm gonna say the 2 advantage. I was gonna say the 2 advantages is that NPC actually kind of likes you because he thinks it's pretty metal.
Oh, well, okay, I'm fine with that too.
He's just like jamming to the music.
Really? Okay. Sure. Yeah, I guess we're doing this now. That's fine. I've got nothing else to live for. Everyone I care about hates me and has treated me poorly today. You can't hear a word I'm saying anyway.
Would
Shay-
Keenan like to try?
I don't think
Yeah.
we're getting anywhere.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh
Hey,
my
one failure, one
goodness.
advantage.
You are
At least I didn't
also
fail.
you don't you're asking around, but you don't make the bouncer angry. So there's that.
I think we should do
Okay.
Shay is now
All right.
sitting at the bar, and she like she's waved over the bartender, got a drink, and she waves them back over to ask them questions.
Might as
Are we,
well.
are we
Ragro.
gonna have the David and Goliath moment here where Ragro
2
with
green versus 3 purple and 2
green
black.
versus-
You
Do
got a
it.
boost.
Yeah.
You got a boost because you're
Do
tall.
it.
I'm the one who's giving the boost. I don't get it.
Aw.
You know what? And I'll give you
Come here.
actually.
Can we all give him
I'll
a
give-
boost?
Never mind.
You know?
It doesn't matter.
You can assist actually. I'll let you re-roll with Mott assisting you. So
Oh,
you can
reroll
roll
with Mott
four. You can
assisting?
roll 4
Okay.
streetwise, or you can roll with 1 yellow. Probably 4 green. Is what you want.
It's probably 4 green. It's probably 4 green.
Ah.
1 failure, 3 advantage.
Because I got the best roll out of us
Um,
because I didn't even fail. I just didn't succeed.
Yeah. So Ragro, you are also in the
my
favor
gosh.
of the small crowd at the stage.
Um,
Along with
so-
Mott, now you're next to Mott, and the 3 other guys that are just standing there, that seem to be enjoying this music, are they've accepted you two as part of their culture.
I've just
This
got the
music's
turbo
a little
detonator
too
in hand
loud
pumping
for
in.
Keenan.
We're not getting anywhere here, are we?
The
He's
vocals,
asking-
the singing is literally just like.
Shay's asking the bartender if they know which, like, any local bars that are actually, like, maintained or run by the Black Sun.
Roll an average streetwise check with a setback because it's allowed.
Nope.
2 failure.
As the failures we
We have
rolled
to
tonight.
leave.
The bartender kind of looks at you, and he kind of like rolls his eyes and points to the stage with the band. Like, I can't hear you. And he's like, he
We
points
have
to
to
the drink. Like, you want another drink?
She just gives him a thumbs up, downs her drink, leaves her. How much does it cost?
I'll say 10 credits.
Leaves 10 credits, turns around, and just walks out.
We all go outside.
Yep. You all walk out.
Well, that was
Yeah.
very productive.
1 in the afternoon.
That
Crazy,
was
right?
loud.
You never expect to find good music in this town.
Very loud.
Yeah.
I like that
Is that
Mott's metalhead,
genuine?
apparently.
Anyone know any contacts that would know where the Black Sun roams, where they own? We know where the Red Fang is hunkered. We know where the Pykes are hunkered. We don't know anything about the Black Sun, so we can't really help them.
I mean, Chibo.
Chibo knows about the Pykes.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he know about the Black Sun, though? Isn't
He
it like the
might, but if
rival
he
gangs?
catches-
Don't they keep tabs?
We have to make sure he doesn't catch wind that we're trying to warn Black Sun, because the Pykes
Yeah.
themselves have hired the Red Fang to attack the Black Sun.
Well, I mean, when you go on that date today, right? You just asked
Already
Chibo. and
did.
you're like,
It's,
Oh,
it's
you
done,
did
Mott.
that.
You were
It's done,
sleeping.
West.
oh, well.
Yes.
Did you get his data pad at least?
Like his contact information?
Yeah.
No, I didn't want him to have mine.
Well, yeah, but you could have gotten his. I mean, like, oh my gosh.
You want to call him?
Do you have it?
No, I didn't ask
Oh,
for it.
well-
I didn't want it.
If I had it, yes, I would have called him. All right,
Look,
let's go.
I have an
let's
idea.
Go downtown.
bad idea,
What's
but I
the
have an
idea?
idea if it doesn't work. Well,
We're
if
out of other ideas at this point.
the
so-
Red Fangs have to attack them, so they have to know where they're attacking, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we hack the Red Fang. Or catch one of them, hold them hostage, and, torture them for information.
Could
Okay,
Torture takes too long.
I'm sorry. We have a thing tonight. What time is the thing we have to do tonight?
I'll say it's gonna be like the equivalent of 8 p.m.
Okay.
Currently, like 1:30.
We've got a couple
About
hours.
1:30 in the afternoon. So we need about an hour before 8 to be ready, prepped, and be on our way over there, right? Because we have to arrive by that time.
Yes.
That's a fair assessment. So we really only got about 5.5 hours to find a guy, kidnap him.
We know exactly where the
Torture
Red
him.
Fang is, which isn't quite that far from here. Maybe about an hour.
Torture
I'm
him,
just-
kidnap him, extract the information we need, go to where they are. So we're better off just trying to find the Black Hole Suns.
Okay, why don't we split up? 2 of us roam, try to find the Black Sun. 2 of us go over to the Red Fang, see if I can find a place to hack in and get some information. We don't even have to torture a person if I can get the information.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. I think honestly,
then
I
meet
think that's our
back.
best bet.
and then meet back at the headquarters with enough time so we can make sure we're honoring our agreement with the
So
Pykes.
six. Well, hold on, because we wanna tell the Black Hole Suns, right?
Well, we're
Yes.
just going to leave them a note, pretty much.
All right. So, what time do we stop?
Must-
3? We want to say by 3 o'clock if we've got nothing. That's you've
Yes.
had time to hack. I've had time to talk. If we have nothing, that's it. Game plan's over. We reset.
Yes.
I guess.
that sounds
yeah,
good.
sure.
Fair
All right.
enough.
Good luck.
Keenan's with me.
Yeah, I'm taking the big guy. You
Okay.
guys
Why
can
am I
go
not
enjoy the
surprised?
backstabbers over there.
Yeah.
I
No,
need quiet. And no offense to Ragro, but you're not the most
All right,
subtle.
we're on our way. We're on our. He's just trying to break them up at
So
this point.
Shay and Keenan head over to, I'm guessing, the Insomnia District to
Mhm.
Red Fang. Whereas Mott and Ragro, are y'all staying on this floor? Are y'all going somewhere else to look?
I want to go to the
sightseeing.
marketplaces. There's that market nearby, right?
the main like port.
Yeah.
Either way, you guys are probably gonna need to take a speeder down to that main like entrance district.
Oh well, we have that one that I left outside the house this morning.
It's out of gas or power or whatever. It's out of power.
I mean, yeah, we could probably power it while I. All right. Well,
You didn't put it on the
can we hitch a
charger
ride
last night,
over to the
this
market?
morning.
Just open up one of the thermal detonators and just pour,
You do notice another
Oh,
speeder.
right.
You notice another speeder sitting out in front of the light knife.
All right, come on, Ragro. I will.
He's just kind of like, okay, we're doing this again.
Now who's
Just
the
like, you know,
thief?
It's not stealing if you don't know them.
How does that work?
It's
Well, if you don't know
completely
them.
morally fine, but you know,
Episode's
there
gonna
are
be called
no ethical
stealing
problems
things.
as long as you don't know the person.
You've heard of Stranger Things, but how about stealing things?
So Mott's gonna be the one skullduggerying this, right?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Skulldugger saying it's still the same rules before. Skullduggery hard.
No, you gotta
or
do
mechanics
the.
easy, or mechanics
I-
average.
I watched Shay do it, and you gotta like. There's the thing.
Mechanics
there's-
average?
He's just like completely going off of what Shay has, done in the past that he's seen like one time to give a boost
Are-
die.
Okay. Mott is literally just complaining. He is using the power of complaints. He's like, I know what Shay does. I've watched Shay do it. I've done it myself. Okay. Thank you very much.
You need to add a purple dice. Okay, so that's
It's
5
for
successes, 1
skullduggery. It's for
advantage.
throwing things.
Yep,
What's
5
that?
success, 1 advantage. I'll say that you successfully steal the thing, and I'll say the extra successes can be that any advantages that you don't get spotted once again.
All right, grab rope, get in.
You turn on you hotwire the speeder, and immediately on full blast volume you hear like coming from the speakers.
Let's go.
It's one of your metal headphones. Yep.
He
so
will
you
bring
head
this one back. This one he will bring back.
over- Okay. Where what
Because
how
we're
are
playing good
Shay and
music.
Keenan
Yeah.
planning on getting to the Insomnia District?
How are we getting there?
Quick
Yeah.
question.
Just the normal speeder. Yeah.
Remember way back there was some lady in some shipyard or something, Aurora, I think.
Rory, yeah.
We were looking for information from her at one time. Would she, remembering
She knew
back
about the
to
red
why we
fang.
were right,
And you
would-
found a
would-
note inside her warehouse.
right? Could she be a potential contact? I know she wasn't very happy with some of our rolls against her.
This is a good pullback, though. This is a good pullback.
Yeah,
You did flirt with her.
I tried.
Unsuccessfully, but that's
I mean, we
memorable.
can get Shay to flirt with her.
So and again, Nate, unless there would be no reason why I would go back to her. So that's why I'm kind of asking you.
I mean,
would
I'll remind you that she only that you only found the Red Fang because there was a note they left behind.
She wasn't happy
At
about
her
them
place?
using her warehouse either.
right? I could maybe get some information about Red Fang if maybe. Well, I don't know. So you're saying maybe she wouldn't. She's not like a contact that would really have that information.
I mean, you don't. I would say like you wouldn't know whether or not she would.
Whether or not. Okay.
She could. She couldn't. It's up.
Yeah.
You have to wait. Try it if you want to try it.
I'll say Shay. Before we head over to the Insomnia District, do you remember Aurora?
Rory,
I think
yeah?
she had some shipping area associated with
Yeah.
the Red Fang. Wonder, would she have any indications of any other syndicates like the Black Sun? Some information that might be
Well, she wasn't happy
garnered.
that they were using her shipping area in the first place, so I highly doubt she has any connections.
Yes. Okay.
Well, that's just me.
Well, let's try your route, and if not, then I'm trying to think anybody else that might have that information tied in with syndicates that might be a little bit less formal than just interacting with one of the syndicates.
We need more
Okay.
connections.
Yeah. So y'all head
We
to
do.
the Red Fang's base first, then.
Yes.
Great. We can start with Mott and Recro. So you drive to that main area at the entrance to the Underworld portal. Once again, there's really not that many people out. like you see, I don't know, maybe a total of like 20 people here going in and out of like the restaurants or casinos.
Stormtroopers?
No, you actually have not noticed any stormtroopers since like pretty much the beginning, episode 1. The last time we really saw.
I think this is. Didn't you mention we saw stormtroopers here though? That's why I was like.
In episode 1, you saw some stormtroopers like somewhere, but not here. No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do what I do best. He's gonna go. He's gonna just start asking around. He's gonna spend literally the hour and a half going up to random people and being like, "I need to know where the black hole sun is."
Did you say it like that? Where's the black hole sun?
It's Black Star.
Black
No,
Sun.
it's Black Sun.
Black Suns. It is Black Sun. Okay, so he's like.
Black
I was
Sun.
about to give you a
I'm looking
setback
for
if
black
you were asking about the black hole sun.
That's a different experience.
Black hole sun.
Yeah, so he's like, hey you, 5 credits if you tell me where the black hole suns are. Hey you, 10 credits if you'll tell me where the black hole suns are.
Black Sun.
Black Sun.
Like a black sun. I'm not doing it intentionally. It just kind of.
It's a Joe thing. It's not a Mott thing.
Yeah. So, the first person you approach is actually some like 12-year-old kid with his mom.
He's like, the kid's at my eye level though, so.
Yeah. Roll streetwise, daunting with a boost die, and yeah.
Oh boy.
Because he's
Give
letting
credit.
you do that, you know what that means, right? It means this kid could have information.
Means his dad is part of the black hole sun.
He
I
could,
feel like
but he
there's two
don't.
advantages.
No, see, the problem is his dad is part of the black hole sun, not the black sun.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Oh.
So, as you say that, his mother kind of like grabs him and like starts walking away pretty quickly, but you happen to spot like a shady individual in the alleyway.
You. Yeah, I saw you turn your head when I said black suns. Come here.
And he walks up to you.
Like, you look like a man who likes money.
He waves and he nods.
All right, where are the black suns? I got business with them.
He's going to signal with his hand money.
Yeah. How much?
Just
10
again,
credits.
money with his hands.
10 credits.
Roll negotiation. Formidable.
Formidable. Oh. If I pull the credits out, do I get a bonus die for it?
That's just part of the negotiation.
Okay. I'm like, 10 credits, whatever it is, 20 credits.
1 success and 3 threats.
Okay. Ow.
Yeah. So he takes your 10 credits and
Oh my god.
and he just nods yes.
I used to have 27. Now I have 2717.
Now you gotta spend 1,000.
You asked him where
So
if he
it'll
knows
be
where the black
17.
sun is, and he just nods yes.
All right, where are they? I have a map. Hold on. I have this data pad. I pull up the data pad. I'm like, where on the map would I have to go to find them?
It doesn't seem like he actually can see the map. He doesn't.
Come on, Nate.
You rolled 3 threat, my guy.
Tell him if he can walk us there.
Clearly you can talk to me. I will make sure you have food for the remainder of the month if you can walk me to where they are.
He walked. Okay. Roll an average negotiation check.
I'm offering him food for a month.
Yeah, that's why it's average.
Okay.
Why it's average.
One success.
Hey.
He just says, and he like waves for you to motion to follow, and he kind of like hobbles back to his box, and he points at another shady individual. They're like over there, and he's tries to motion you to like get him to come over here.
You, please, I would like to talk with you.
Comes over is some weird, like almost octopus-looking species.
It's okay. I'm a weird elephant-looking species with a fly-like wings. So.
Yeah,
I don't judge.
He says, "Hey, what do you want?"
I need to make contact with the Black Suns. I have important information.
The guy who can't see nor talk goes, "Ugh," and he looks over at where the direction of the voice was coming from of the octopus guy. And as he's talking, you notice he has no tongue.
Can I roll to see if I can understand what he is saying?
Well, I was about to say the octopus guy is just like, oh, what he's saying is the Black Sun is up on they're on floor 1571.
1571. Okay, kind of a little bit more than just that, but is that all you guys know? That's it? That's not more specifically where on 1571?
They hide their location very frequently. They change and move around. They never stay in one spot for very long.
Okay, I will hold my end of the bargain. I've offered this man to have food for the remainder of the month. If he comes to this, do you know where the light knife is?
I've heard of it.
If you go to the light knife in the morning, I will make sure there is food there for you.
Oh, food for me? Oh, thank you.
No, not you. No, not you, octopus guy. The other guy.
Oh.
If he shares it with you, that's on him. I'm not. You do whatever you two want to do with the food. You can. I'm
this guy just kind of walks away.
Do you know where the light knife is?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure there's food there for you. All right? Does that? Or I will be there, or if not me, somebody else will be there who will get food for you every day. All right? Does that sound reasonable? Good. Okay. Ragro, you didn't see this weird guy who doesn't want to talk to me. I appreciate you. Do you have a name? You what? I'm so sorry. This is my fault. If I call you, is there a sound I can call you that is like very short and easy to make for me as well? Okay. I appreciate you.
New favorite character.
I will guarantee that there is food for you. You get a month's worth, and if you can prove to me in that month you are valuable, I'll keep making sure there's food for you. All right? Does that seem fair? And potentially there might even be, I don't know, housing down the road if you're real good at what you do. But we'll negotiate that later. Tomorrow morning, I expect to see you over
Then he
there.
starts crying and like finds your hand and takes it and like shaking it.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Look. I'll either be there or a droid who represents me will be there. We'll go from there. Slow the rolls. Let's slow the rolls a little bit. Also, any information is valuable to me. So if you hear anything while you are on the street, bring it back to me. Like make sure either I or the droid knows whatever you hear about any of these three gangs. I kind of like list out the gangs.
Yep.
I'm like, I will happily give you more for information. And if you're friends like Octopus Man, I'm willing to pay them as well. So just be aware. All right, Ragro, we gotta go. I appreciate you.
So this whole time, that'll say it took me maybe an hour and 15 minutes to like find, because you're talking around people and stuff. You say about an hour and 15 minutes total passes and everything. In the meantime, Shay and Keenan appear go up to the Red Fang Fortress.
I do
now
want
that
to tell them what we found out. So just if they don't, I'm going to radio over to them and let them know.
Yeah, we're kind of backtracking time.
Back in time. Okay.
Previously.
I've walked around the outside of here before. Were there any ways to like connect into the buildings, like networks from the outside?
Well, there's a sewer entrance over here. I don't know if sometimes those connection cables might be running in the sewer as well.
It's true. I also know how to get on the rooftops.
Okay. We just don't want to be seen. I think both of us know the Red Fang is someone that we don't want to have to deal with right now.
Yeah, I also don't know if I can hold back. So let's try rooftops first. There might even be rooftop access, or at least some way I can hack into their system from there.
Do you want me to do any kind of distraction?
From the roof. You were there earlier and you didn't spot, like, if you can remember from last time, there's nothing on the roof.
Okay, and is there anything, if we just like walk the perimeter, is there anything along the outside that she could find to connect to?
Not really.
Okay, then she sighs. Into the sewer we go.
So you lift up the manhole once again. Do an athletics check.
Oh,
And I'm gonna say we'll make it average.
which one of us is doing it?
I can
both do it if you want.
Yeah, I can do it, and you can assist me.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
0 successes. So you
That's
go to
still better
budget,
than I would've
and you remember that last time you actually had help getting this up.
Mhm. Oh, that is a heavy manhole.
It's fine. Let's see how well we can do a deceit. It's on a strip, so each end of the street is blocked off, right?
It is one really long street between 2 rows of buildings, and the entire entrance is walled off with like pieces of metal, like metal signs and doors and stuff that have been kind of stacked and barricaded
There's not a
together.
back entrance, right?
There was the sewage entrance.
Well,
Okay.
Does B have any kind of remote access? Can B get in there remotely and
That's
give you any kind of
true.
access?
I can control B and I can see through B. So if I can get B in there, I can plug in, but I don't know if I can.
Yes.
Do I have the connectability, Nate, to do that?
To let B do it, I would say no.
No, to connect B in, and then I have to do it from the data pad.
I would say you'd probably need to physically be at a port
Okay.
or something.
Um,
However, like this whole area is pretty much like a makeshift fort out of stores and stuff. So you'd have to find probably like some sort of portable computer or data pad that belongs to somebody in like high ranking.
Okay, so I remember seeing the guy inside of
The glowworm.
Glowworm. Remember what he looks like and what his name was, right?
Mott knew that his name was Captain Zorak, and you saw 2 quartermasters in there with him.
Okay. I should have brought
You could
Ash.
always try to sneak in somehow.
I could also just go in saying that, acting like I'm one of the ladies of the bosses. You know, bosses always have a bunch of ladies. I just should have brought Ashy because she'd be good at this, and I am not.
What if something goes wrong? I wouldn't be able to
I know.
come in to help.
What's the worst they do? Capture me? We've broken people out from here before already.
Yes, but that was through the sewer, and we don't have a Ragra with us to lift up the manhole.
It's too much of a risk at this point. We could try to distract one of them out here and stun him, and then I could see what kind of data's pad and stuff is on him. But
Yes.
when it comes
Or-
to like
yeah.
torturing him for information, I don't think we'd be very good at that without a Ragro.
Yes, I do like that idea. If we brought someone out, maybe I could change into his clothes or something. Get access in there.
Then you're in there and I'm not, and I can't help you.
You would be my prisoner.
Oh, lovely. I've always
Yes.
wanted to be a prisoner. That was sarcasm, Keenan.
Oh,
I guess we can try it. I also could just. I have a weird suggestion, but we could also just ask to talk to the boss. Say that we have interesting information that he would want.
I don't
And then we
have
could
great
be-
dealings with the Red Fang in person.
I don't either, but we could be backwards and say that the Black Sun has already found out about the attack that's incoming. They won't know that we got that information from the Pykes, so they will think that it's true. It's a lot of they thought we'd know.
Yes,
stuff.
it's a lot of assumptions there.
Yeah.
But
I'm at a loss.
You're trying to think about what you can do. I mean, you have some ideas. So
Risky ideas.
Ideas.
going into the Red Fang's fort to find this information was always a risky plan. So.
Yes, it is.
Also, there is something we could pretend to be someone that used to be in one of these stores, and we either need something desperately that we left or bribe someone to let us in to check for something we left. If they think we're just getting an object and not hacking in, they won't be any the wiser. It would just have to luckily be someone that doesn't recognize either of our faces.
Yes. Which is a high possibility.
Which is a high possibility. They're a big group. We don't know most of them. That one might be our best bet.
I'm gonna
Bribos.
put the Dark Side Destiny token. You can both do a average vigilance check.
Gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna
This
die.
is like a passive perception.
Well, I'm happy you see things because I definitely don't.
So
2 success and 2 threat.
Yeah,
One
Keenan,
failure.
you hear a voice coming from kind of on top of the wall a little bit with a, "Oh, boss, there's 2 people outside of our wall. I think I recognize them. It might have been part of that group that was with the Wookiee and Toydarian some weeks ago. If I remember correctly, they shot and killed a bunch of our men."
Shay, our cover.
Oh, you want us to gather up and attack? Okay. Well,
Oh,
be right down in a
okay.
second.
Yeah, let's move. She's looking around confused because she doesn't see what you're looking at.
Keenan will
The 2
start
threat
making
is
his
a
way.
2 strain.
Yeah, Keenan
Oh.
will start making his way away from the wall into
Yeah.
crowds, into shady alleys, into just out of sight.
She is keeping up.
Roll stealth. I'm gonna say average with 2 boost die because you know they're coming.
Woo!
Huh?
2 success, 1 threat.
Zero
I'll
success,
say
1
this is
advantage.
0 success. Oh, it's 2 success, 1 threat. Nice.
Can I make up for him?
Let's see. I'm gonna say Shay. You also take 1 strain
Okay.
from knowing the Red Fang is coming after you potentially. I'll say the 2 successes is that you You do find a spot like between two dumpsters in the alleyway, like kind of ducked behind, and you hear a group of pirates like run by, and another one or two run down the alleyway past you, like right past you.
Yeah, we should have had a plan before we came here, so we should have.
Maybe Mott and Ragrav had a better time finding out some information.
Let's hope so. Let's stay low for a second before we move.
Okay.
Yeah. So you stay there for like maybe 20 minutes or so, and Mott radios over.
Hey, this is Grandma. We're just calling in right now. Are you there?
Grandma?
Grandma?
Yeah, Grandma. I'm not using my real name over the radio frequency anymore, I decided.
Okay. What?
All right, then.
What information do you have, Grandma?
Well, good news, Grandma's bringing cookies. Bad news is Grandma doesn't know where the cookies are going.
Okay. Well, your aunt and uncle don't have any desserts. And in fact, we dropped them.
Yeah, well, at least I have, I know how many levels we need for that pound cake we were talking about.
Good.
That's only helpful if we have enough time to make the pound cake.
Yeah, well, that's the other problem.
Well,
I don't like that we're married in
reconvene.
this conversation.
I'm not
Let's
married.
reconvene.
Look, I had you, you were all, aunts and uncles to me, Grandma, so I just...
Let's meet up.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
after some time passes, you safely are able to manage to re-meet up at the Underworld portal area or the headquarters.
I'm thinking headquarters.
Headquarters.
Headquarters? Okay, you head back to the headquarters.
Yeah.
So let's quickly
All right.
like devise a plan so we're not staying in the headquarters. We can actually like keep doing stuff for this remainder of the session.
Yeah.
Do we have enough time to get
What
to
time
the
is it?
floor?
I'm gonna say it's like 3 by the time you get back. So you
Okay.
have maybe like 5-ish hours before.
All right.
Grandma
You can be
brings
there.
cookies to all my traitorous aunts and uncles.
Okay,
Will
Mom,
you
we're in the
yourself
headquarters.
eventually?
Just
We
tell
don't
us.
need-
What did you find out?
1571. That's the floor where we need to be tonight, right?
That's the
Can't
floor we're
hold statement.
delivering. We're
Yes,
delivering
that's the floor of the delivery.
package to.
Now, Grandma brings cookies in the form of 1571 is also the floor that we need to be on for the... Oh my gosh, are we bringing the bomb over to them?
Yes. I was about to say, are we delivering? Are those that are going to be with us Red Fang?
We are the attack.
On the bright side, hold on the bright side, we need to be on that floor anyway. So if we head over there now, tell them that this is going to happen, making sure to wear our costumes for being the members of the 7-point star. Remember?
Or
That's
again,
kind
we don't need to meet them directly, but leave a note.
Or do we want to tell them because
You
it
don't
will
know
end in
where to
our
go on
own
the floor, and the floor is massive.
failure?
sorry, say that one more time, Shay.
If we tell them about the attack, and we happen to be the attack, we are now telling them to foil our own attack, of which we need to not fail at.
Or when we attack, we tell them about the attack.
I think it would be a little late by that point. Sorry.
Well, okay, so here's a thought. Are they? We know it's an explosive device, right? In this box
It
that
seems
we're
that way.
Yes.
we're
No, it
transporting.
is.
That
I
nature?
looked it up.
Okay.
I hacked their database. I know it's an explosive device. A very, very big, very, very dangerous. Could flat a whole city block. One.
They said in the meeting other people would be there, so maybe like a handful of other people will also be there.
We don't know how many. It could be a whole squad of people.
Well, you know that there's 5 crews. You know that there's 5 other crews.
Oh
that was
wait,
on
no,
the
we
battle
know
pack.
that there's 5 other crews. We were told
You
there
You
was
don't know
Mott
exactly how
doesn't,
many
but
people are. You can
you,
guess like 5 crews,
you
would
and
know that.
15 to 25-ish, probably other people.
Okay.
But Mott doesn't know that, so
Yes, so there will be other people. We know there's going to be other crews with us.
okay. So do we know roughly how many? Or
Nope.
it's just okay.
I would guess about 5
People,
groups.
groups. Okay.
And
I
we're
think
the
at this
6th
point,
crew.
it's not worth telling the Black Sun.
I don't know. Let's play it out. Let's make our way over there. We'll grab our costumes. We can talk about it as we get up to that floor. That way we're progressing forward. I think it would be beneficial to tell them.
If we
It depends on who we are wanting to come out of this negatively. Do we want the
Exactly.
Red Fang to come out of this negatively, which ultimately would make the Pykes come out negatively, or the Black Sun?
If we help the Black Sun, we have a higher chance of surviving, right? In my
if
opinion.
If we
Unless
fail
the
with the
Pykes
Pykes,
find out.
yeah, if we fail with the Pykes, we lose our footing.
But
And if
we
we
fail
tell
with
the
the
Black
Pykes
Sun, if
and
we tell the
nobody
Black
else
Sun, we're gonna
lives,
fail.
hold on. If we fail with the Pykes and nobody else lives and we go back angry, then we're like, you set us into a trap. They will be disappointed that things did not go the way they wanted, and we'll have nobody else to tell them that it didn't work out.
We'll have to make sure that no one survives the explosion.
Bingo. And if we tell...
We can't guarantee that with 5 groups of people.
No, but with a bunch of other Black Hole Sun boys, we can make sure that that probably will happen, yeah? I mean, you know, look, if we're like, hey, Black Hole Sun guys, you're gonna get attacked tonight. Well, look, we're here to help you. We want to help you. Well, we want to help. We're
I
helpers.
think part of the reason they hired the Red Fang to attack is because
Yeah.
it's a suicide mission.
Yes, I would agree with that. That's why I think we should tell the Black Hole Sun what's going on and then ask them to assist us because
We
they will
can't
be
tell
being
them
attacked.
until we're there. We don't know where we're going. We know what floor we'll be on, but we don't know
that's
where
what
they
I'm saying. Grab what you need to grab now so we can get up there so that we can get all the information and get over there because we have a place to be at 8 o'clock tonight on that floor. We have we have 4 hours at this point to
All right,
run
let's go.
around up there.
Let's
It'll
go.
be about 3 hours total by the time all this stuff is done. To run
Let's go.
around, find where they are, try to tell somebody, and see if
You
we
probably
can't
don't have
stop it.
time to make it all the way up to 1571 at this point.
We don't have the time to make it up to 1571.
How many hours
And
does it
back
take?
down to, I mean, you have maybe
We're
like,
not going back down. We're gonna.
Oh, no,
meet
we're not
up.
going
We
back
need
down.
to be on
Yeah.
1571, right?
you have to go to 1313 for the shipment, and then you have to deliver it to.
We start there, and then we deliver it to
So there's not,
1571.
you won't have enough time to make it to the 1313 in time and go to 1571. 1571, that's like
Shay.
200 floors up.
Yeah,
Well, never
Shay,
mind.
how confident would you be to be able to disarm something like this?
not. It's not mechanical. I mean,
It's
it may
not
be
mechanical.
technological. It's not. I mean, it is mechanical, but there's chances it could be something else. It could have chemicals involved, and I don't do chemicals.
You know what, like, my brain's thinking of when I think of this bomb? Like, what the
No.
box looks like? It looks like, my brain's picturing the weapon from Batman Begins that, like, disperses the gas. Like, just
Right.
visually.
I'm just gonna Google what Batman Begin weapons look like real quick. This is
There's a chance that it could have both
A
technological and
microwave
mechanical
emitter.
parts
Batman
oh
to
wait,
it.
Begins.
the circle thing?
Yeah, that's kind of what I imagine this big box, like, mechanical box looks like.
Okay.
My brain. Maybe like, not as open, but, like, that generally, like, general vibe of what this box is. Kind
That
of like
doesn't look like
visually.
a box, but I understand.
I
Yeah.
don't feel like I could. I don't feel like I
Now,
could.
Shay, I
But-
think you could.
There's also
I
the
think
part
you
of me that
could.
knows that it goes off.
Unless your premonitions are always 100% accurate, or if we can change what happens in the future.
We don't know we can, and if I fail and it still goes off, I'm next to it when it goes off.
And technically, you have now 2 visions. One
Yeah, I
where
know.
your,
There's
your
also-
perspective is your perspective of the visions that you were next to it versus
There's
one
the
where you're
chance
like-
that I failed in disarming it and just delayed it too, and thought we were safe and in the clear, and it goes off.
Ooh. Or, just gonna throw this out. Ultimately, we're trying to whittle down the syndicates and those that are causing so much mayhem around here. We're trying to limit them.
Yeah.
Good, as we are now in a place where we can take this bomb and turn it back towards the Pykes and show the Black Sun that we are on their side, eliminating the Pykes from this area, and then when we get in good graces with the Black Sun, we can do something similar.
We would have to transfer
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad
back
call.
down all the floors that we're going back up, but also all of the
Wait, what?
effort that we've put in
What?
with the Pykes would be for nothing.
It is, but we have gotten what we wanted, is a place where we
Yes.
have
There's
a
also
moment.
the fact that the Red Fang is going to pick up on the fact that this was a suicide mission, and it's already going to put the Red Fang against the Pike. If
Alright,
we
hold
just
on,
let
hold
it happen,
If let's say we just blow it up where it is. There's
Yes,
5
on
crews there
1313.
aside from us. On
Yes.
1313, right? What if we just blow it up then? That's where that's by their base, right? Is this where their base is? 1313 was where we went to their base. It is on their floor. I would be
so it would detonate on the Pikes. It would mess up the Pikes. I don't know if it would kill them all, but it would hurt them. It would
Yeah.
kill all of the Red Fang members that are there to help transport it, thus making the Red Fang mad at the Pikes. But the Black Sun wouldn't even know that we saved them from an attack. So we'd get no credit for it on that end.
unless we somehow left a calling card or let them know or had some
Yeah, I mean,
proof.
they'd know it was us if we're like, hey, I mean, worst comes to worst, we just use it as a moment to say, hey, this is the 7-pointed star. We're doing this. And then we do it
Yeah.
again for the other 2 places. And we just
But
keep causing mayhem.
But if we're blowing it up on 1313, Black Sun, which is on a different floor, won't even know that it was coming for them, nor that we
they'll know.
saved them from it.
They had a spy assassin there. They 100% will know.
Then why don't they just stop the attack themselves?
Well, that's why we're there to protect the attack.
Well, so bear with me. If we blow something up, that is bigger than us plotting an attack, right?
Mhm.
So if you have spies in an organization, we'll say a small military fleet, which is roughly what it is, and something blows up, your spies will know something blew up, and they'll probably know why it blew up, because people can't keep their mouths shut about that type of thing. But if a couple people were planning on secretly sending a bomb somewhere, it'd be a lot harder for that information to get out. So
At this point, the party
blow it up,
probably needs to start like doing what they need to do to get ready for the actual mission and head in that direction of the port. So you can probably keep discussing your plan on the way.
The question is, are we blowing up the Pykes, or are we blowing up the Black Sun, the Red Fang getting in the crossfire? Or do we try to steal it from those guys that are with us, kill all of them, and throw it at the Red Fang?
Is there any reason why we wouldn't maybe just want to carry through with this? Let it blow up the Black Sun, go back to the Pykes?
That's what I was saying. If we get away, we let it blow up at the Black Sun. It injures the Black Sun. We get advanced with the Pykes because they think that we did our job, and it kills part of the Red Fangs. And then the Red Fang get mad at the Pyke and start a war between them. If we just let it happen.
Again, assuming a lot.
Assuming this isn't a death trap for us, and we're all going to go die.
If we have this box that has this capability, we can choose where we can set it off. And I have faith in you, Shay, that you can set it off when we need it to.
We could also just try to steal it.
She goes in her shop and starts scrapping together pieces to make like a device that can attach to it to change the timing to be a press to explode instead of a timer.
For the big bomb?
Yeah.
I would say you're not able to do that because you don't know anything actually. You don't actually have the schematics of how the box
That's
works.
fair.
She's willing to make a couple of different like random small devices.
Sure, you can make a couple that like would maybe cover a wide make like 2 or 3 that cover a variety of different types.
Yeah.
While you're working on that, I'd like to be like, Shay, what if here's a thought. You have a bunch of mercenary buddies that live in the house right now.
Yo.
I do not like these people, but they could potentially help us to steal this bomb.
Yo.
They have a ship. They use it for smuggling, presumably.
Yeah.
We could get them to meet us. We know it's going from 1313 to 1571. They could meet us on
take it,
1400.
and we help them. We help them steal it. I mean, as long as we know that the Pykes can't remote detonate it, I'm fine with that.
Well, the biggest question is this. Are they good at fighting ship-to-ship battles? Because realistically, what are the odds? One of 2 things is happening. One, all 6 crews, including us, is going to be on this one carrier. Or, more realistically, they're going to have us across a couple different ships to make sure that everything goes up fine and nobody's going to blow up, attack it with other ships, right? That seems reasonable, I'm assuming. So if that's the case, we'll probably want to know that your guys are good at ship-to-ship combat. If they're not...
Do I know if they are?
Do I care? But...
I mean, they're not bad.
Average proficiency
They all have, they all have like...
for their price band.
Yeah,
They
they're all
know how-
they're all above average with ship-related stuff.
They know how to fight with a ship. It's part of being a mercenary. It's not any of their strong suits per se, but they're better than me or you.
Yeah, but like ship-to-ship combat, like they can shoot well, like they're not gonna like get shot out of the air.
Probably.
All right,
So
well,
Mott.
So we set them for interception.
yeah, we intercept it, we take it, we put it on that place we found where it's just all weird, like watery, whatever. I don't know. The place we found forever ago, like a month and a half ago, where like with all those like ships
the Red Fang.
that are.
Where the Red
Yeah,
Fang
yeah.
used to be.
Yes, we put it over there. We leave it there until we need it, and then we use it when we want it,
Or we hide it at the farm.
or we hide it at the farm.
If it accidentally explodes, oh no.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
Exactly.
So-
Okay, we hide it at the farm.
So that means the Pykes will know that we failed. We will no longer be in graces with the Pykes. Black Sun won't know anything because all
They'll
they'll
know that it
is-
was intercepted. We can claim it afterwards.
We have
Heck,
that, but
Spray
now
paint a giant 7-pointed star on the side of the Solar Hawk's ship.
Yeah,
Or
I think
just
that's a
even
good
get
call.
them to say something.
Yeah, having them play up the 7-pointed star thing is great. I also think that with it, we can throw this at the Red Fang because you all don't like them big enough that I think if we're really like, hey, we're gonna try to screw you guys over, we got a bomb.
We also could use it to prove to the Red Fang that we just saved some of their guys. It was a suicide mission.
Also fair. Look, realistically, we will have power. You talk about power. This is power. You were talking about getting power from what's her face, Darth whatever name. That ain't power. We got some weird mumbo jumbo magic nonsense. This is power. This thing right here, that's a bomb. That is something I can hold in my hands and say this is gonna kill everyone around me.
Hold
They
it.
feel
It's
good.
big.
but that's just
yeah,
gonna
no, but
paint
you
a
get them.
target on us. It's
That's
You
fine.
notice
They don't know
you
where to
notice
target.
the clock on the wall, and you see that like you guys have to leave like now if you want to make it on time.
All right,
I
we're
gotta go
heading that
upstairs real
way.
quick.
I'm gonna talk to the Solar Hawks while we're going. They're gonna intercept. Everyone okay with that?
I
Yeah, it's-
am not good with this, but if you feel like this is the best thing.
I
I
think
feel
it's our
like
best
we are not
option.
going to have an opportunity to have a bomb in the middle of the Pykes or in the middle of the Black Sun. We're not going to have an opportunity like that again.
We don't know that they're putting it there either, though. Also, Mott runs upstairs.
We are assuming. We are assuming a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mott puts his like outfit on with like the helmet and stuff that he got that makes him
Okay.
look cooler.
Yep.
And he
Okay.
also
Yeah.
tells his robot tomorrow morning, about 8 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow morning, I need you to make some eggs and go to this location.
Affirmative.
Look
We need
for a
to-
guy that looks like this that responds to
Affirmative.
We need to figure out what we're doing before we decide.
Well, let's start
Let's start
making our
walking.
way.
I can talk to them here, but
Yeah, I mean,
Ragro,
I get him on comms and we can
Anything from
figure
you,
it out.
Ragro?
Well, we will have the most tactical control over the situation closest to the beginning. If we are to do anything, it would be then, I think, would be the best, safest option. Whether that's steal it immediately or detonate it immediately.
I'd argue once we're off of 1313, we have more control. We know for a fact that they have a lot of other guys on 1313. If we're gonna do something, we're better to do it in the air between the two places.
in
In
transit,
the
I
one,
agree.
we have control. We have control before we hit level 1313 or level 1571. 1571's theirs.
Well,
1313.
if we were to detonate it immediately, then I think we have
Well,
the most. But
yeah.
that's going down that route.
That's
which
also
is-
implying that
yeah.
I can hack and detonate it without getting killed in the process.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this. Plan A, steal it en route. If it doesn't work out, Plan B, detonate it in the Black Sun's base.
We let them go through with what they were going to do. We don't even have to detonate it. We just have to be far enough away not to die.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fair.
I think that's a fine plan.
All right, what's
And
our
then we can-
escape
All
route?
right.
Plan C?
Plan C, we all die in a burning flame fire of
I don't.
all of. Oh,
Keenan, you're pretty low on my list of people I like today.
well, Mott, join the club.
It's fine. I'm going to let Gavden know that we need his help. I
The light
was
knife.
gonna advise to send the droids with them, but we can't command them from here now. Unless they can convince them to go with them.
Shay, are
droid's
your
busy.
mercenary friends here?
No, I have to calm them. We're on our way.
Tell them we're just going to use their ship. Maybe we can just take care of this.
We need them to intercept.
Oh, yes.
We've already started heading from our base to 1313.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So after traveling for a little bit, you guys do arrive
Wait,
to.
I'm coming to Gav first on the way.
Okay.
Gav, I need your help with something.
What's up, Shay?
And I'll pay you guys for it, I swear. This time,
Uh-huh.
I will actually pay you. I need you guys to intercept a shipment. We're helping with a shipment undercover.
And what
We
is
need it
this
intercepted.
shipment?
It's highly explosive.
Are you the one that holds the detonation for
I
it?
will by the time you have it.
Good
How much
answer.
are you pay? How much are you paying us for this? Seems like an awful big risk, Shay.
How much do you want, Gav?
You know I don't like bombs.
I know you don't. That's why I'm paying you this time.
20,000.
20,000 credits?
Yeah.
Where have they been living? Past
With
month?
us. Yeah. Gav, what about 15,000?
Fine.
She sends coordinates of where to, intercept.
Okay. I got your coordinates.
We're gonna help you in the best way that we can. and we're just gonna try to steal this thing.
Okay.
Make sure he understands that there's going to be resistance.
You're like, this is gonna go terribly, and that thing clicks off. So you
I
guys,
said we were stealing it.
you finally make it to the port, and you show up like 2 minutes to spare. As you arrive, you notice it's kind of like in a back area of this port, very kind of in the shadows. You know, you saw some shady individuals on the way on 1313, and nobody quite wanted to bother y'all, I guess. You know, if people could feel something in the air, take your pick. But you come across a group of maybe 18 to 22 individuals, all standing around this port waiting on a ship to arrive. There are no discernible markings on their clothes or armor.
I hate to be a stickler, but exactly how many is it? I'm just looking around.
Yeah, I mean, if you stop to count like on the way, you'll count 20.
I'm gonna whisper that to Ragro and the others, just so that they know.
So as you approach, one of them, who appears to be kind of the leader, or one of the leaders, he goes, whoa, who are you? What are you doing here?
She just holds up the card.
Oh, you must be the last group we heard about. We've been planning this for months, and they had somebody last minute. Fine, you're here just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. You're a contingency, so just stand back and I guess make sure nothing goes wrong.
As the contingency, what's the plan?
The plan is to get this shipment and deliver it to another floor.
Any other additional ships going with us?
Yeah, we'll have a group of about 5 vehicles, and the shipment will be in one of them. You will
Contingency.
also be in another one.
Let us be closest to the cargo so we can make sure we're the last line of defense if we're the contingency.
I mean, the whole transports will be together, but the one that has the shipment on it will be unknown.
So how are we supposed to protect it?
If anybody attacks our convoy, you're here to make sure that they don't succeed.
If one of the ships falls, it would be best if I knew which one I needed to fall afterwards.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
We need this information
I'd like
if
to
you
roll
really want us to
persuasion,
do our
actually.
information.
Roll negotiation,
I'll assist you.
average.
Mott.
Do you have a higher negotiation? Oh, no. Oh, do you?
You can use my ranks in negotiation, or I've got 1 rank and I've got a 4 presence, so you can
So
use
you can either
either
take 4 green or your 1 yellow and 2 green. 1 failure, 2
One
advantage.
failure and 2 advantage.
Listen, I am in
Sorry,
charge
I should
here.
let you.
You do not give the orders. You simply are here to do as you're told.
We weren't trying to give orders. We were asking questions.
Very well.
Fine.
If nobody attacks, I don't need to know where it is. But if anyone attacks, please let us know so we can do our job.
2 advantages?
Yeah, the 2 advantages is very well. If somebody attacks, you will then know which transport it's in. About this time, you see the lights of a ship coming in through the distance, and it turns around and backs up to the edge of the port. The hangar bay drops down, and you see a group of 4 guys hauling this big black box on 4 little hover things that are on the bottom corners, and they roll it down. They kind of do a thing where they push them into the middle of 5 transports that are all kind of enclosed around, and then they come out without the box, pretty much.
Can I have, when they were bringing the box out the first time, told B to like follow it from above?
Yeah, sure. Roll
Oh no.
for B. Well, B,
B
you
might
can roll.
die,
Do you
it's
want me to
fine.
roll for B, or do you want to
He's
roll?
gonna get shot.
You roll B.
He's gonna get shot.
You roll
Okay.
for B. Okay, B's gonna roll stealth versus.
Oh,
I need to
no.
paint B black. Make B a
This
little more
episode's going to
stealthy.
be called Thieving and the Death of B.
Right?
Hey, use the
B-
thing.
I'm gonna
Use the
spend
thing.
the dark side
Use the
destiny
thing.
token for a negative upgrade.
No, use it.
No. I'm choosing a light side to change that to add a upgrade
Good.
from my side.
Good.
Wow, we
Okay.
have so many desks. Why didn't we use
I know, we
these
need We need to start using them.
Oh, don't worry. I was saving them for this.
1 failure,
No.
4 advantage. So
No.
B.
Dude, she's got a good stealth check too.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
that B isn't spotted. However, the 4 advantages is that she's not spotted or shot
Yeah.
at. However, the failure is that she was unable to remain
comes
in
back.
stealth and find an angle to see which vehicle the box went in.
It's fine, friend. You tried your best. She tucks her back in.
Can I roll perception on the guy who's in charge to see like where he seems to be looking at once the shipment has been loaded up?
He appears to be just directing people to get into ships. He numbered them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he just kind of pointed out at different crews like, you're in ship 1, you're in ship 2, you're in ship 3, you're in ship 4, you're in ship 5. You're with me in ship 2. He points to you guys.
Oh, we go into ship 2. How many people are in each of the ships?
There are 4 people per ship.
And then us.
So ship 2 has two crews.
Yep.
Okay.
And they're once again kind of like, they're not quite the kind of transports you used earlier. I'm imagining they're big and boxy, and really it's kind of, the inside to me reminds me of LAAT, I think is what it's called. Yeah, so the inside to me, like I'm imagining that same kind of inside shape, but it's more of a ground transport. As you step inside the crew with, or as you step inside the vehicle with the leader and his crew, you notice the box is not in your transport.
We're in ship number 2. Do the ships have any discernible features on the outside?
They all look exactly the same on the outside, and you didn't see the inside of the other ships.
Is there any space that's like more private, or is it all just open air?
It's all open.
So there's 4 other people in here besides us.
Yes, so there's a total of 8 people in that transport.
Including the driver?
Yes, including the driver.
This is good. This is good.
As we start, is it okay? So is it a ground or air transport?
The ground transports.
Is it open top or is it closed in?
Closed in. Yep.
That
the
works.
the convoy makes its way to one of the lifts that carries up, and you notice that the ships are all moving in single file until it gets to there, and then they're kind of parked like side by side. All 5 are next to each other. And they're all closed, so you can't see into the other ships.
Yeah. Shay pulls out her blaster like she's just being defensive, but she's making like eyes at the guys. her crewmates, trying to give you a signal as best she can.
Oh, us guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was giving eyes to
Mott
the
pulls out his ball.
That sounds so weird. Do the others do anything?
Yeah, I guess that'll be Ragro kind of like looking around. Oh, it's a little crowded in here. He starts like kind of like tries to stand up a little bit, kind of like hunched over. And then whatever 2 guys are in front, he just kind of like forces like their heads together and just smashes them together.
Oh, okay.
I love Ragro.
So you're gonna be fighting doing these 2 guys.
So we're going between 1313 and 1314 at this point, right? That's roughly.
And hopefully one of them was like the leader guy too. So like wherever the leader guy was, that's one of the heads he's smacking into.
So we're gonna try to take out this crew in our shuttle.
So.
If we have this shuttle,
that's
and
what
if we
we've
can get the
committed to.
commander
That's
to
the
tell
bet.
us, yeah.
Well, I could probably hack into it and find out about the other ones. I just need a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Let's take this crew out.
Everybody roll for initiative.
Let's do it.
Hey,
Cool or vigilante?
I'm
every
thinking
single
cool
time
since we're attacking.
I want to
Yeah.
use vigilance. I have a significantly better vigilance.
My
But I
cool
am
is slightly
unallowed.
better. We tend to be the first to
always
attack. That's half the
unallowed.
problem.
Okay.
Which
Well,
is
at least-
beneficial for me, but I don't ever get to benefit from it usually.
Okay. We got a few good rounds. We got a few rounds before anything happens.
Yeah,
so.
we can do this.
You said there's another crew of 4 plus the boss.
Or was he part of
It's
he is
it's
part
3
of-
plus. He's part of a crew of 4.
He's part of the crew, and
I'm
one of
gonna-
them
I'm
is
gonna
driving,
spend-
so we have to be careful.
Okay. So
I'm gonna
Ragro's going
spend-
first.
No, I'm
He's
gonna spend
going
strain real
to-
quick. Hold on. I'm gonna spend
Yeah.
strain real quick to increase mine from 2 success and 2 advantage to 3 successes and 2 advantage.
Nice. That is huge, actually.
So the 1 success and 2 advantage is going to 3 success 2 advantage. Or wait.
The 2 success, 2 advantage is becoming 3 success, 2 advantage, which puts me in front of the other guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that then. There you go.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. I don't know if there's a way to actually like slam 2 people together. So one would be an improvised weapon,
You be an improvised weapon against this guy. Go.
I guess, or you could just punch him with your Wookiee fist.
Well, I
They're
mean,
actually both standing there. He just goes "Whoopah,"
How
I
about
mean,
a
could I
brawl
just
with?
use my brass knuckles
on one
as
of
a
them.
stat?
If you're hitting them both at the
initially,
same
or-
time.
Brawl with
I would-
auto fire.
Because it is
Yeah,
their helmet. They're
unfortunately,
hitting their
there's no
helmet.
auto fire thing. So I would just say
Like most of this is for disorienting them a little
I
bit.
think
Like
that
that's
makes
kind
sense.
of the primary thing that I'm looking for. So like with that being said, I feel like it would be brawl at least to start, right?
With Disorient 3, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is also just the stat for
the
my brass knuckles. You know,
Mhm.
so should I like use that as
Yeah.
as
so I'd say
like
who
an
you can
attack
get I would say
or
you can punch one person with the brass knuckles.
Well,
All right,
he
well-
wanted to clang the heads together, though, right?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
clang the heads together, it would disorient both of them.
I would say that they're
So-
probably not standing that so close together that you could easily just slam them
I mean
together.
it's kind of tight packed in here though. I mean there's 7 of us in the back,
His
right?
Wookiee arms are much longer than ours are.
Maybe
This is true, I can
maybe this
pull-
is a compromise. One of them takes damage, but both take disorient. Because you have to get
I'll
advantages
say,
to get
okay,
disorient.
roll your brawl because you're not really punching them, so you're gonna roll just slamming them together. You're not even using your brass knuckles. You just brawl. So roll brawl.
With a bonus because they're not expecting it.
No, that's what
They aren't
vigilance. That's what the vigilance is for.
Man.
Their vigilance roll. So I'm gonna say it's average difficulty because
Okay.
you're dealing with 2 different people at a setback.
I
Do
mean, that's
you
fine.
did you do the upgrade thing?
He did.
I did do the upgrade
Okay.
thing.
You used a Destiny token.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, actually. Does this wait, hold on. I have other things that can upgrade my brawl checks.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
You
Where
want
is
to cut
it?
yourself
Marauder?
real quick first so you get like the other benefit?
He still has a critical, doesn't he?
I do.
Oh,
do.
We left it.
When making melee or brawl attack, does this count as an attack?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, I'm gonna suffer 2 strain and upgrade it twice.
Nice.
Upgrade 3 times.
Nice.
Average setback.
Beautiful. I don't know what else.
Oh
I
my goodness. Whoa.
How?
5 advantages. I'll say that you slam their heads together and they have helmet. They're wearing helmet.
Wait, no. Hold on a second.
No, hold on. One moment.
You're
Now hold
re-rolling.
on one second.
Are you re-rolling?
Now hold on. Once per session, I may reroll
Yes.
one brawl
Please,
or melee check.
please
Yes.
do. Because there is no way that you just got that bad of a
We-
roll
just-
on
that
that
is-
many
that
die.
is not
If you just
happening.
click on
You know.
if you just click on
Yes,
those
it
dice
is-
in the history, you don't have to
Oh yeah,
rebuild
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's right. I was trying to remember how to do that. All right, so we're doing that again, Nate. All right, we're doing that
Take
again.
two.
Yes.
You will try.
Come on, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what
So
we're
I'll
talking
say
about.
you do damage, and I was gonna say it would be 2. It takes 2 advantage to disorient, right?
Yes.
So I was gonna say if you wanted to disorient 2, you needed 4 advantage. So you could disorient one of them of your, and then third advantage it can be of your choice, not the one you do damage. You can either disorient the one you did damage to, or you can disorient the one you don't do damage to,
Well,
or
we're
you
gonna
can
disorient.
split the damage halfway between them, and disorient one of your choice.
Well, we're gonna make sure all of this stuff, the damage and the disorient, are going on the leader guy, the guy we were, who's
So
organizing
that's
the
gonna
whole
be
thing.
4 plus your brawl, or plus your brawn. So that's another 5. 4. Okay.
And then we got to do the other stuff. That's also plus 2. So we're currently at 10
give me the
damage.
full. Yeah, just give me the full.
So
damage.
hold- yeah, I'm looking. I think it might just be. Oh no, there's another one. Yeah, so it's gonna be I think 11 total damage before soak.
Okay, it's all to the main guy,
All to the main guy and.
and he's disoriented.
Yes.
Okay.
And then also lethal blows. If that's not gonna do anything right now, I don't think. But I have
It
to
does
do
not.
that.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Who's going next?
I'll move next. Where am I in consideration to the pilot?
Are you sure? Because I can try to ensnare the pilot.
That's fine. You go ahead then.
I'm just because that's the biggest issue right now is the pilot,
Yeah,
or
but
the
if
guy.
he's piloting and he stops piloting, do we crash? Or are we sitting
Well,
still on a lift
you're
right
We
now?
are sitting still
because you're on the lift.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on a lift.
Then go for it. I'm letting you go first, Mott.
So I will bola them because I'm moving before they have moved. I get to add another boost die to my roll. So I have 2 boost die. I don't know which one of these 3 I'm attacking.
What about the leader? Would he be the one that would be calming the other people?
Well, I'm probably
kind of
not.
coordinating.
That's the one that Ragro hit. Right?
Ragro, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm hitting the pilot, but would you guys prefer if I hit not the pilot? It's possible the pilot's too focused on like what's going on to notice for a round, but
I would go with the leader first.
then I will target the leader.
And because Raggar's in engaged range, you need to do a negative upgrade.
Well,
It's
I-
no,
upgrade.
so re-roll. Just roll 1 red, and I'll replace the purple.
Okay.
So that's gonna be
3 success, 1
Two-
in
advantage.
with 3
Three success.
3 success, 3 advantage.
Yeah.
So it does crit. It will
That's
do
good.
9 damage.
Has ensnare 3, which will trigger.
It's
You
either
can-
that
you
or
can
the
either do
crit.
that or crit.
Oh,
I would
Do we-
ensnare.
Yeah.
I think ensnare is
Ensnare's
probably better.
Ensnare-
than crit.
Ensnare's
They're
more useful.
immobilized.
Yeah, so he can't do anything.
Would immobilizing them like prevent him from communicating with
It prevents
the
him
other
from
ship?
moving. He
So you
still
can't
shoot- he
activate the
he can
calm.
still shoot and calm. He just can't
Oh.
move.
He can still
maybe we
calm
do
as
want-
well.
Yeah, think of it as being tangled around his feet.
Or around his arms.
Yeah,
Maybe we
but
do want the crit then, I
ensnare
think.
is tangled around his feet.
Could the advantage be that I then just throw manacles on his wrists?
Because if you think about it, if they can still shoot, he has access to his hands. If he's entangled, he can't move. That's the only
Yeah, I don't
reason
have
why.
immobilize. I have ensnare, so
Yeah, but the terms used in ensnare is immobilized.
Yeah.
oh,
But sometimes you have to grab something.
Cannot perform maneuvers.
Yeah. And to grab
That
something
would be
costs a
a
maneuver. Unless he's got it in his hand already or something.
So that's specifically what ensnare is. Immobilized means he can't maneuver.
Yeah, for 3 rounds.
That would be
Okay.
a maneuver, not an attack. So
That would,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
because
I
he doesn't
don't-
have his weapon
Well,
on
you-
him, he can't maneuver to get a weapon. That's
Yeah.
he's basically can't do anything.
He can
and
throw
then we can put
punches.
manacles, binders on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can't do nothing. He'll be a little
Okay.
bound.
So in that case, it's the first NPC's turn. He's going to be the one that you
Wait,
slam
can I say
him
something?
into.
I'm sorry. Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
The pilot.
Yes.
And I'm kind of like looking at you, Shay and Keenan.
Yeah, the NPC that was right next to him that Ragnar slammed him into is going to see his boss get hit a couple times. He's gonna pull out a stim pack and he's going to stim
That's
the
nice of him.
boss.
Oh, how sweet.
And then he's going to take 2 strain to pull out his weapon, and then he's going to take a shot at Ragro.
Taking a shot real quick. before
Ragro
combat.
will be fine.
And he turned on the stun setting.
I was gonna say.
Wow, 0 success.
See, look at
Nice.
that.
It's a blank.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
if someone's stunned, they just take the damage to their strain instead of their actual like
Yes.
wound threshold, right?
Correct.
Otherwise,
Still
it doesn't
still soaks
physically do anything to them though. It's not like
if your
phasing
strain
someone.
threshold exceeds, if you exceed your strain threshold, then you pass out.
I know that, but I meant
Yeah,
like
that would really. That
if
would
you think
really
about like
suck.
getting tased, like it doesn't immobilize you. It just
Right, it
hits
doesn't.
you a
It
different way.
just knocks you out.
Okay.
You pretty much
just need
cover out for the
clarification.
remainder of the fight.
Who goes next?
Oh yeah.
Are you going
Just remember, I
next?
found that for you.
I mean, they
You're
don't know that.
welcome.
For a wound.
They might not know that, but
Just remember who found that for you. You're welcome.
It's great.
thank you, Lacey.
This is what happens when I dig through items. Sorry.
Okay.
Right.
Lacey, do you want to go? Do you want me to go?
I'll let you go.
Okay. Keenan's gonna use his quick draw, grab his blaster. Is the leader still close
Ensnared.
to Ragro?
Yes.
He's ensnared. So
Yep.
maybe I'll
Focus.
just aim at the pilot,
I mean, the other thing
which
is, I don't want to do your turn for you, but I had an idea. You could just convince him to be quiet and do his job.
Also good.
nah, I'm just gonna shoot him.
That works
Also
too.
good.
There's also
That's
the fact
fair.
that if Keenan kills him, he can come back and do his dirty work anyways.
Right?
That's fair. That's very fair.
So I'm gonna spend a destiny point because we got plenty of them, and
Mhm.
I'm feeling ready. 1 success and 5 advantages.
To
Wow.
shoot the pilot.
Wow. Okay.
That's good.
so that was
Okay,
damage
this
in
is
a
a
crit.
pierce 2, so it's gonna do 7 damage, pierce 2, and with those 5 advantages, let's crit once. Yes, on that.
Why not?
Thug number 3.
He's staggered until the end of their next turn.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Staggered means they can't take action, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
That's actually perfect.
Yes. And then with those other 2 advantages, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give with 1 advantage. I'm gonna give a boost to the next ally. And I'm gonna heal a strain with the other.
Nice.
one.
I feel empowered
Good.
because we're
Yeah, that's right.
turning tide.
And that was not stunned, by the way.
That was,
No.
that was love.
Okay. Well, the pilot can't take an action this turn. So he's going to I'm just gonna pass. It's fine. The other Weakaway Thug is going to stun shoot Keenan.
He does probably think you're crazy because you just shot the pilot.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually use dodge too on this, Mr. GM.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna use dodge to where
Was-
that
Increase the
combat
difficulty.
check gets upgraded by 1, and I will suffer 1 strain.
Okay. So I'll replace that purple.
Oof.
Failures. Okay.
Nice.
Nice
So,
timing.
he rolls 2 failures with an advantage. Or sorry, 1 failure and 1 advantage. So he is going to. He takes a shot at you, and it kind of forces you to move out of the way. Anybody who attacks you gets a boost die the next time you attack. Then last PC gets to go.
So we've got 1 ensnared on the ground, 1 shot and like kind of stunned from it.
1 disoriented.
1 disoriented.
snared.
1 staggered.
Yeah, so 1's disoriented, 1's staggered, and 1's ensnared. There's the last one that's the one that's shooting back, correct?
We could probably
yeah,
ignore him.
is the one that's shooting back.
She speaks before she shoots, because if she can get him to stand down without having to shoot him, all the faster. She just looks at him and is like, drop your weapon or I am going to shoot, and you'll be on the ground like them.
Try your hardest.
She shoots. You,
Okay.
Hey, she asked. She gave you a shot, bruh. Do the thing.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And because I haven't taken any damage, it does more damage.
Yep, that's 12 damage.
Yes, it is.
Heals for 3, but you don't heal, so it does 15 damage. Okay, you shoot him.
Heck yeah.
You hit him pretty good, but he's still standing. The leader is going to try to break free from the ensnared, and I believe it takes 3 difficulty dice. Hard, yeah, it's hard.
Hard. Good.
Aha!
Oh.
Your success, 2 advantages. Okay, I'm gonna say that he's able to partially get it undone. So if he tries again, he can take a boost die, and that's gonna be his turn.
Okay.
Do we
Ragro.
have manacles on us?
I do.
Ragnar,
I have binders.
Yeah.
can I do some inspiring rhetoric and tell you to stomp on his face and then possibly heal some strain and give you a boost?
Oh, I would love that.
I would love that.
I greatly appreciate that.
Are you guys okay with that? I
Sounds
do
good
my
to me.
inspiring rhetoric.
That would be his turn. Yeah.
All right. So
All right.
I am
Inspire
going
me
to-
with your rhetoric.
Yes, I am going to tell you to stomp on his face.
Stomp on his face real good.
I'm gonna spend another destiny point because we've still
Always
got lots.
love to see it. Love to see it.
Yeah. All right. Let's hope. Ah. crap.
Oh.
So many yellow
1 failure,
die. How
3
did that happen?
advantages. I will go ahead and still I'll give the next ally a boost, and then I'm gonna spend 2 advantages to give Ragro a boost.
So if I go next, I go 2.
That's right.
I'm okay with this. Guess what? I'm gonna grab Blood Reaver real quick, and we're gonna hit this guy in engaged, and we are going to
boosts.
upgrade 3 times, get 2 boosts. What was the conditions for sacrificing 3 strain and 3 wounds as an incidental? Yeah, I think that's fine. So I'll just take another 3 wound, 3 strain. Lot going on here.
Ragro hit hard.
But hey, I'm gonna hit this guy hard.
Do it.
Mhm.
So excited for this roll.
Hitting to kill.
You are
That's
you
hilarious.
kidding me?
1 failure, 4
No
advantage.
way.
I love
Wow.
that roll.
Oh,
That
he
is
has been
horrible.
rolling
That's
so bad.
heartbreaking.
4 advantages. What do you do?
Oh, man. That's
Use my
sad.
Oh, I
Four
also needed
advantage
to
to
take another
reroll.
2 because I upgraded twice.
And you already rerolled.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, I already rerolled.
so what do you do with your 4 advantages?
My 4 advantages.
Curls up
How
with you
much does it
and
take to
cry.
trigger Sunder? Do I have to actually hit?
I would imagine you need to actually land a hit to activate your weapon qualities.
But like
For 4 advantage, you could apply 1 level of Sunder without
1 level of Sunder.
the 2 advantages that you hit. You can hit the weapon without actually hit it without succeeding the
No,
roll.
I'm not looking for his weapon. I'm looking for his whatever comm device he has.
Mm.
Sure, yeah, you can break his comm link for.
I can break his comm link. Okay,
Or
I'm gonna do that then.
Good call.
Nice.
So his comm link is destroyed.
Good answer. Good answer.
Okay,
Nice.
who's going next?
I'll, wait,
who's
no,
going
it's
next? An NPC dog.
an NPC.
No, it's a PC round.
No, because
No.
he did.
Wait,
I did my
Keenan
thing,
and
and then Ragro did his thing.
Oh,
Mm.
that's right. Okay. That weak quit pilot is going to get mad and shoot back at Keenan.
I will go ahead and do another dodge.
Is he also
So,
focusing on flying or like being in the chair?
No, you guys are just riding on the lift that goes up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll suffer a strain to do my dodge, to do an upgrade, and he does get a blue boost, I believe, since he's shooting at me. Wow,
Hey, man,
none
it's
of us
close
are.
quarters.
Or
Nobody's
advanced.
ready for this. Right?
It's all of us. At least
Okay.
they can't shoot
For
either.
the 4 advantages, he hits Shay's comm link and it shorts it out. Go back to you
That's
guys.
Ooh.
That's fine. Wait, why does it hit mine? He was shooting at Keenan.
Hey, you missed Keenan. It hit yours.
Fine.
4 advantages. He's going to stab himself with a stem attack.
All right. I see what's happening here.
What?
I see.
And they
You're
don't have a
face to
clue.
face with greatness, and it's a little strange. Mott's kind of gonna hold these necro cores in his hand, and he's gonna go. He's got the mask on and like the black robes that he like bought earlier, and he's gonna be like,
I summon the power of the 7-pointed star to bring ruin upon these fools.
and he's gonna kind of throw it at one of the guys.
Okay.
Oh
Not
gosh,
that it
it's
makes-
so
no.
crowded in here.
Yeah, it's kind of like maybe not the pilot. I don't know. He'll probably throw it at the captain. I feel like that's probably the best bet.
This poor captain.
He's gonna have a bunch
This
of
guy
people on
cannot
top of him in a
move.
moment.
He's got an axe in his face.
Yep.
I don't know what that
So
could be.
Ragro's there, so I get a setback, right?
Yep.
Or is it an upgrade or a setback?
An
It's a
upgrade.
negative upgrade.
1 success and 5
Yay!
advantages. It
Okay.
does one
So I think I
damage when it
said
hits.
that would be
Finally.
you succeeded at throwing it. So the 5 advantages they can take a.
Did actually.
I'll say 2 boost die on their first attack.
Nice. So yeah, they
Neato.
watch as like this guy kind of like stands forward now and is like and throws the ball, and then all of a sudden like out of it like this horrible like miasmic light summons like 4 terrifying monstrosities that look down upon their boss and begin to like they glance over at him and he goes,
Kill all but one.
do they go now at the end of my turn? Is that how that works?
Yeah, they go
I
now.
think that's what we said, right?
Yep.
And they're gonna make a brawl. They're gonna like make a brawl attack then against this poor man.
Hands or teeth?
Oh.
Teeth is more vicious, but hands do more damage.
Teeth is more vicious. Do we prefer to? I don't know.
I forget
which
what
one's
vicious
better.
does.
I also
Vicious
forget what
is
vicious
critical injuries increase.
Adds 10 to
No, let's
critical.
just kill
Or
him.
10 per.
Well, I
per
mean,
rank
that's
of
how
vicious.
you kill.
Okay, we'll do
Well, no,
vicious.
these are rival. They're all rivals. So
Oh, they're all rivals, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
so
as
hands.
Oh,
much.
so
Yeah, hands
So
is
I
Use
good.
them
don't need
hands.
vicious.
Throw hands.
throw hands.
Hands
okay.
is good.
They're gonna start slapping him.
Yep, an average difficulty.
For the
Yay!
first attack is 2 success and 2 advantage.
If
Yep.
you had done teeth, it could have crit, but
It could have crit, but it didn't.
That's fine.
It's fine.
So 9 damage. So the Pyke
I-
syndicate guy, he's once again going to try to break out of his hold. Gets a boost die. It's hard.
Can he have a setback because he's got 4 weird gray people?
I feel like that would
attacking
make
him?
sense.
I feel like
Right,
that
they're-
would
like, oh,
boost to more
No, he
wanting to get
still
out.
fails. So
My gosh.
jeez. 3 advantages
this
is
is
he's
for the
going to give
best.
2 boost die to the next guy to go.
It's for the best. I have to go pee so badly. I just need him to die.
Yeah, weak way 2 is going to see the Shay just shot him and change his aim to Shay.
That's fine.
He's gonna
Come
change
at
his
me,
name to
bruh.
Shay.
I changed my name.
His aim to Shay.
It's not
Wait, I
fun.
changed my
Going
name to Shay, so it's fine.
aim. It still says a stun.
Ah.
There we go. 13 damage to your strain.
Oh.
You do consider your soak still, so that'll
Okay,
be
that's
9
good.
strain.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
You're at 10 out of 13 strain.
Ow.
And then one advantage is hang on. Actually, I need to add to it. 1 second. Because he got 2 boosts. He should get 2 boost die. 2 extra advantage. Okay, it's 3 advantages. So he's gonna pass 2 more boost die to the next person to go.
My turn.
Yep.
I shoot
My
back.
turn.
Yeah. And I don't think you can heal your strain with that gun.
I cannot.
We should just be doing non-lethal damage. That's what I've learned this fight. There's no reason to like do
Well,
harm
rivals.
damage.
Rivals.
Well, they maybe don't. Look, the Pykes maybe
Oh.
don't want you dead. They maybe want you
Yeah.
captured and tortured.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
And to me, I feel like we
Um,
need to just take these guys out. We're not trying
Yeah.
to keep them alive.
No.
Mhm.
We have no use for them alive. Okay. I'm gonna shoot him.
1 failure, 2 advantages. What would you like your advantage
Ah.
to be? Healing a strain? Heal 2 strain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know that
Uh,
healing 2 strain's gonna be that useful at this point. That guy did 13 strain.
He also rolled 4 successes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But the
So-
Weequay Thug.
That's 9 on a normal. That still knocks her
Yeah.
out, even if she heals 2 strain.
Weequay Thug 1 is
Yeah.
going to see that one of them got hit and is staggering a little bit from the bolt, and is going to say, "Hey, let's do that. That's a good idea." Going to aim
Wait, who's he shooting at?
you, Shay.
That's rude.
Ugh.
It's 12 strain. So -4 is 8
Ugh.
strain.
I did call that. I'm not gonna. Only.
I don't want to be that guy, but I told you so. Very Mott thing to say.
So Shay gets hit with a
Getting
stun
late.
bolt and collapses to the floor in front of you other 3.
All right.
The advantage is, I'll say 1 setback to the next person to attack.
Okay. I would like to attack next.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw out another ball. We just lost somebody. I need to repopulate the battlefield for us.
Yeah.
So proud.
Like,
Raggro's gonna try to like swing an axe and hit 3 things in the process.
Arise! Arise!
we throw the die. 3 success,
There
5
we
advantage.
go.
Nice. I'll say 1 positive upgrade and 2 boost die to their first attack.
1 positive upgrade and 2 boost die to their next. Okay. And he gets 3 damage to him for getting thunked on the. It's like, ow!
And then these things come out of nowhere and it's just like, oh.
what the heck was that?
Go ahead and roll damage for them dudes.
Becomes just 2 success, please.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Okay. So they attack Weequay
a
Thug
lot
number
of
2,
roll fail.
and he collapses to the ground.
Good.
Nice.
All who oppose us shall perish at the hand of the 7-pointed star.
Keeps repeating that to people that are going to end up dead.
Well, you know, he's going. One of them has to live. One of them has to live. That's his only caveat. Is one of them has to make it out to relay the horror of what just happened.
So next person gets to go.
All right.
Okay. So we have three that are still up, but the leader guy, he's still ensnared. Has everybody's taken damage to some point, right?
Hey, hold on. Mott, you have another set of vessels that haven't taken a turn yet either, though.
Oh shoot, I do. They have to hit
Oh, yeah.
the commander. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Also, no, Shay hasn't taken any damage.
I also have not taken any damage.
It's all been strain damage.
Most of the strain damage I've taken was on my own accord. And all of the wounds I've taken were on my own accord.
Do they get a bonus for him being on the ground or being restrained?
I'm gonna say no. They attack.
It's too crowded in here for a boost.
1 success. 8 damage.
Cool. They hit him, but he's still going.
Throwing hands.
He's like wriggling on the floor as these things hit on him. I don't know how he's still going, and he's just like on the ground. Like
There's also a Wookiee hovering over him in this.
Menacingly,
like a rhythm
with an
of
axe.
boom, 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 boom.
So is that 2 PC slots, or was that just 1 PC
That was
slot?
1 PC slot. That was just
That was
me.
one PC slot, yeah.
Okay.
That was
Do
my
you want
turn.
to
That was-
take him out, Ragro?
I would love to take him out.
Are we going on a date?
No.
Alright, I passed out on the floor. I didn't say anything.
Ragro.
What?
Yeah.
We're gonna take 2 more strain because I don't care about strain anymore. And we're going to spend one of these. We're going to Blood Reaver this guy, engaged, upgrade 3 times.
Aim.
And it's a yes, I can aim. Yeah, thank you. That's a good maneuver. Because I don't need to do anything.
Aim at his head.
Yeah.
Yay!
Only 1 success. Okay, it's fine. It's good. It's fine.
It's been a rough roll.
I mean,
for us,
it's fine.
right?
He died. He just dies.
It does.
Just
He's
dies.
dead. He's
Oh,
dead.
okay.
Good.
This
Good.
is the captain.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is I'm the captain now.
I'm just gonna say
Leave one alive to tell the tale.
And I point at one of them. I don't know which one. I point at one.
There's also a very loud Wookiee scream of, haha, I've bested your captain. Now I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
That's
I'm the
basically what it
captain now.
entails. That's
So,
what
The other one of these.
What are you doing
guys
with
is
your
going
3
to take
advantages?
he's going to take a shot at Mott. Set the
Oh
stun.
no. He does have 3 advantages, by the way, to utilize.
Who-
Yeah, Ragra, what do
Ragra?
you want to do with
Yeah,
your
he's-
3
The
advantage?
Wookiee.
Oh, my 3 advantage. Right. Yeah. Can I give him 2 setback on his attack?
You could heal some strain.
Or I mean, I could.
He doesn't need to worry about that. That's fine. He's going great.
Okay. All right.
It just goes. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I'll just start taking some wound damage when I get to that point, but it's fine. We'll get there, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
So you don't.
Yeah, setbacks. Can I give him setbacks? Yeah.
So they're gonna shoot
Love
at
it.
Mott with stun on.
That
Nice.
is incredibly rude.
14. I'm gonna say for the triumph, I'm gonna ignore your soak.
Wow.
So
That would
take
be
14,
awesome.
Take
Okay, I
14
am
strain.
unconscious then. Yes.
Oh
That's-
my
that's
goodness.
You're
that's
at 15 out of 15. So if you take one more, then you
Oh,
are.
you're still up.
Oh no, they're still, yeah.
that doesn't knock me out?
No, you're 1 strain away. from being knocked out.
You're like falling over.
No, I don't understand how the game works.
Okay.
Don't pass out. Your
Keenan.
dudes disappear.
Keenan, you're next.
Let's see. We've got 2 left.
One of them
Um,
attacked, so maybe hit the one that didn't attack.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let me take a
Maybe the
shot at
pilot.
the other one. The
pilot
pilot
has not
again?
attacked yet. The pilot has
Okay.
not attacked yet this round.
We're gonna shoot the pilot, and I'm gonna go ahead and aim for my maneuver. In fact, I'm gonna suffer 2 strain and aim again.
And
I'm gonna use
then
the destiny point
yeah.
and shoot his face.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
That is
Okay.
5
And
success,
With
4
11
advantage,
damage.
11 damage,
And this
pierce
is the guy I
2.
hit earlier, right? Or was that a different one?
Yeah, he hit this guy before too, I think.
No,
He's
I hit
taking
we
at
played
least,
Thug
like,
2.
3
Never mind.
damage.
No, I hit Thug
Okay,
2.
and it
Thug 2.
crits.
I'm a liar.
Oh well, he shot the pilot first, anyways. So
Okay.
Yes, it
You're
does
using
crit.
it for the crit, right?
what can crit?
Let's see, I've got 4 advantages. Yeah, let's go ahead and crit him.
Do it. Do
And I'll
it.
use my last
One
advantage
of
to
the
just heal
target's
one.
limbs, I'll let you select it, is crippled until healed or replaced.
His head.
Is what?
Oh,
His head?
I guess that is technically a limb.
Let's do one of his arms.
Okay.
His
The firing
primary, yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, he's going to shoot back at you.
I will dodge.
Does he have a 2-handed weapon or a single pistol?
It's a 2-handed weapon, so it's going to add a purple. He's going to aim and
Dodge.
dodge. So it's one
And I'll
negative.
go ahead and
upgrade.
I'll flip a white side to upgrade again.
Okay.
So I got 2 upgrades for him now.
And I'm going to take 2 strain to the second aim.
Wow.
I don't
4
really
success
like
and
that
2
actually.
threats. That is 16 strain. 16 strain. Okay, so it should be 13 damage, not 16. I forgot to uncheck the add
Got it.
brawl thing. So,
So I'm at my max.
Yep, you are at your max. Mott is at his max, but it is PC's turn.
No, it's not. I'm
Um,
out.
I would like to make one of the attacks before the NPC goes because I will have 3. But
Yes.
if
Yes.
if Ragra wants to go first to try to kill
You
somebody,
You should go first because I will be engaged with them.
yeah, that
for-
makes sense. Okay,
So yeah.
I will throw. I'll throw out my manacle. I'm gonna throw another bola. Oh wait, hold on. There's 2 guys up.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna throw a bola at We Play Thug 1. This is the guy I
bola.
pointed at and who shot at me, right?
Mhm.
He shot at me with like a stun gun.
Yep.
I'm like literally just gonna like look at him and be
It's a
like,
blaster rifle set to stun, but yeah.
yeah. But I mean, usually you get hit with a stun, you drop. So like he's gonna
You were
kind of
very
give him
close
that
to
like
dropping.
look and be like,
You will fall.
That's
and
it.
then I'm gonna
A
attack.
7-point star.
You will fall before the 7-pointed star.
There we go.
And I guess zero success. Now,
That's
hold on. Now I
hilarious.
can reroll though. Now I can reroll.
Yes.
One
Oh,
die,
reroll.
right? Or is it any number of good dice?
1 dice. 1 dice.
I
only have a quick roll.
roll the yellow that rolled to advantage.
Yeah.
Is that the best one?
Good. How do I
Yeah.
reroll that one?
just
specifically?
roll
I think you just-
the yellow.
Roll
Roll
one.
manually.
Yeah.
And we'll replace it.
Ba-da-ba.
Maybe.
One success. And
Okay,
one
one
advantage.
success,
So I
6
have
advantage.
1 success and 6 advantages, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Heck yeah,
Nicely
dude.
done.
So I'm gonna
Um,
say 6 advantages is gonna be 3 boost die to its attack.
Oh,
No,
well,
no, no, no,
Oh,
no.
it's
This
just-
is
there's-
Ebola.
there's- right,
This
no,
is
it's
Ebola.
Ebola.
Never mind, that's
I
Ebola.
think
It's Ebola.
So that's gonna be 7 damage
And it
and
can
ensnare.
crit. Yeah. It
And
can
it
crit
crit.
and ensnare.
and
Yeah, I
ensnare.
can do both.
Yeah.
I don't want him to die. So
Target is staggered until the end of their next turn.
Yes. So now he's immobilized and staggered. Yes.
yeah. Can I also knock him down? Is that beneficial to us if I knock him down?
You really? No, I don't think you have enough. You crit and then activate in 2, and you only have 1
Okay.
left.
He's just kind of stuck
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
He's not moving or
Um,
acting. So
Okay, Ragro.
One
Nope.
advantage boost to the next guy. Oh no, yeah,
Oh, wait.
not Ragro yet.
I have two
Oh,
two
yeah.
friendly groups of 4 that
Go for it.
want to give a little bit of hits. So they're gonna go. I'm gonna look to the pilot and be like,
Kill him.
Roll for it.
and so he's gonna go ahead and make a hands attack against Mr. Pilot.
Doing hands.
Add a
Hands
negative
on.
upgrade to that roll.
2 success, 2 advantage, 9
There we
damage.
go.
to the Pilot.
That's the
Pilot's
first.
dead.
Pilot's
Oh,
dead.
good.
And then I will point at him and go,
Knock him out.
and the other one is gonna go over there and try to
Strain damage.
do strain damage with his fists.
Make sure he's alive.
Can I pass
but
the
not
2 advantage on
conscious.
for a bonus to this guy?
Yeah, I'll say because he's so tied up and stuff. Like we can just say that. Yeah, you can knock him out.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
they just go over there and like slap him across the face and he drops,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
The 7-pointed star.
Yeah.
Letting it on a little thicker.
Shay's missed all of this. Shay's just been out cold.
Right.
She's taking a nap.
what do you mean
Yeah.
late and I'm thick? How else are we supposed
So
to
you
get him to
have
know?
3 dead. You have 3 dead people in there. You have an unconscious thug.
I'm
You have
binding
an
him.
unconscious Shay. You have a Keenan and a Mott who are both like on the verge of collapsing,
Mhm.
like physically and mentally.
We're doing great, guys.
we're gonna take a long
You-
rest. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Now that like everything
Everything will be
kind of
fixed.
stopped for a moment, you realize that the vehicle, like you're not no longer moving up. Like you don't hear the sound of the lift going up the underworld portal. And as Ragro like pulls open the door to look outside, there are no other ships on the platform. And you look at a sign and you see 1571, and the screen fades to black.
Oh no.
We
Everybody
started.
may take 10 XP.
That was 4
and we're gonna do our
rounds.
XP spending next time.
Wait, what's our total XP at right now, guys?
I'm at 275, but I think I
Oh.
should have more. If I
Well,
remember
before we get into
correctly.
that, real quickly, if you enjoyed this video, enjoyed this episode, blast a like and drop a comment down below if what your favorite part was. Consider subscribing for more Star Wars RPG content. This episode was powered by RPG Sessions. You can go to rpgsessions.com or use the link down in the description below, or check out the card in the corner to learn how to use the app. But it is the best app, in my opinion, for Star Wars RPG. So you should go check it out. A huge thanks to all of our Patreon supporters. We greatly, greatly appreciate you. We'll see you guys next week with episode 14. Until then, and as always, may the Force.
May the Force. Yes.